My life wasn't perfect, yeah, I know that now. When it came crashing down, all I know is that I need you around. When it comes crashing down, all I need is not to feel so much alone. So step inside my zone, baby, you can give me everything I want. Everything I want. My heart and spirit always dance and sing. You're captivating me. All I need is to know that I'm in your heart and never be apart. All I need is not to feel so much alone. So step inside my zone, baby. I can give you everything you want. Everything you want.
climbing up 4 walls in my apartment. I can't spend another second with my brain. Gotta get up and get out, but there's a problem. Every time I go outside, I see your face. Wish you could be here right now, lay here by my side. All day, all day, all day. Tell me it's gonna be alright. We gon' work it out. No way, no way, no way. The floor is cold, it chills my bones. I'm all alone. Let me see you. It's been a month since you've been gone. I'm all alone. Let me see you. Where you at? Where'd you go, babe? Can't you see that I need company? I'm losing it, losing my way. Only get through when it's you plus me. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Honestly, can't you just call me? Where you at? Where'd you go, babe? let me fix my mistakes. Wish you could be here right now, lay here by my side, all day, all day, all day. Tell me it's gonna be alright, we gon' work it out. No way, no way, no way, yeah. The floor is cold, it chills my bones. I'm all alone, stand next to you. It's been a month since you've been gone. I'm all alone, stand next to you. Yeah. Oh. I stand next to you. The floor is cold, it chills my bones. I'm all alone, stand next to you. It's been a month since you've been gone. I'm all alone, stand next to you.
Lately I've been feeling like somebody else. Heard you're moving on with someone new. My friends keep telling me that it was for the best, but I don't know if I will make it through. Cause every morning I wish you were here with me, watching the sunlight fill my room. Falling asleep at night, thinking about you and me. Why did you have to be so cruel? I guess I should have known it from the start, but baby, I was so caught up in you, picking up the pieces of my heart. Oh baby, let me hold you, I just wanna hold you. Girl, I know we said some things we didn't mean, but thought that we could figure this one out. Hate the fact that our love now is separate, but maybe someday you will realize. Cause every morning I wish you were here with me, watching the sunlight fill my room. Falling asleep at night, thinking about you and me. Why did you have to be so cruel? I guess I should have known it from the start, but baby, I was so caught up in you, picking up the pieces of my heart. Oh baby, let me hold you, I just wanna hold you. I guess I should have known it from the start, but baby, I was so caught up in you, picking up the pieces of my heart. Oh baby, let me hold you, I just wanna hold you. Cause every morning I wish you were here with me, watching the sunlight fill my room. I guess I should have known it from the start, but baby, I was so caught up in you, picking up the pieces of my heart. Oh baby, let me hold you, I just wanna hold you. I guess I should have known it from the start,
away, feeling too good to me. Chilling all day, all in your space is where I wanna be. Here in this room, what did you do? I just can't get enough. Too caught up in your love. I've been trying to forget, but you won't let me. Something in my brain wants you. I've been hanging by myself, asking for help, but nothing seems to work on you. Yeah, you always make me feel like home. Yeah, you never leave my thoughts alone. Yeah, you're the reason I'm going out my mind. I just can't stop thinking about you. All that I crave when you're away, nights are sleepless. Do we need space? Yeah, maybe a break. Boy, you're my weakness. Give and we take, the love that we make, it's my favorite drug. Too caught up in your
Okay.
I've been working overtime like crazy, just to show you how I really feel. Haven't had a single day off duty, just to show you that my love is real. Do you even care when I stay? Oh baby, can you even tell I'm under your spell? Oh baby, I just wanna take another look at you so our eyes can finally meet. I just wanna take another look at you. Maybe that's when you will see that I'm falling hopelessly in love with you, 'cause you're making me complete. I just wanna take another look at you. Will you let me? Oh, I hope that someday you will notice every little thing I do for you. Like the time I went to buy you flowers, 'cause you said your favorite one is blue. Do you even care when I stay? Oh baby, can you even tell I'm under your spell? Oh baby, I just wanna take another look at you so our eyes can finally meet. I just wanna take another look at you. Maybe that's when you will see that I'm falling
What up, what up, what up?
in love
Mic check.
'cause you're making me
Good to have you guys here. Let's get ready. Set up this TikTok. Where's my drink?
I just wanna take another look at you so our eyes can finally meet. I just wanna take another look at you. Maybe that's when you will see that I'm falling hopelessly in love with you, 'cause you're making me complete. I just wanna take another look at you. Will you let me?
Mic check 1 2. Welcome. What's up, you guys? Let's get this show going. You guys. Let's flip the camera on TikTok. TikTok is looking good. Facts over feelings tonight, baby. Facts over feelings tonight. Welcome to another episode of High Value Shan, where not only Shan a high value man, so is the content. We have some good topic. Well, we got a couple topics I want to talk about. We're going to read a little bit, do some, as Obsidian says, talking point memos. We got some talking point memos today. One. The other one I'm going to save. I'm going to save for when I'm in Miami and talk to you guys about it then. But right now, I'm going to talk to you guys about it tonight. But tonight's show is, do you want a happy marriage? You are talking to a twice married, twice divorced brother. Do you want a happy marriage? I tell people all the time, I teach from my failures, not from my successes. I can tell you what not to do if you want a happy marriage. If you want a failed marriage, do what I did. If you want to ruin your marriage, you can do what I did, or you can listen to me and have a happy marriage and live happily ever after. I'm going to talk to you guys about some things that I wish I would have known. I'm going to talk to you guys about some things that I wish I would have known. Hold on one second. All right. I'm going to make this a little more exciting. I'm going to create me a talking points memo splash that I'm going to use every time we start the show. I'm glad you guys are here. What up, TikTok? Why is it that I got more engagement on TikTok than I do on YouTube? And I'm heavy on YouTube, light on TikTok. Shout out to everybody at TikTok. I can hit the button and say hi. Say hi to Deacon. I'm going to say hi to Kevo. What's happening? I'm going to say hi to Danielle. Ooh, Danielle is pretty. Who is this Danielle Danae girl? She's fine. Sheesh. Gentlemen, if you guys are on TikTok and you see this Danielle, scroll up and look at that Danielle Danae girl. Y'all need to follow her. Somebody need to holler at her. She's fine. Who is that? Shit, look at that chocolate skin of hers, boy. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about, do you want a happy marriage? I have 12 things that you can do if you want a happy marriage, ladies and gentlemen. If you do what I tell you to do tonight, you will not get divorced. If you do what I tell you tonight, you will not get divorced. I've told people for years, do what I say and we'll all be rich. Do what I say and we will all be rich. Do what I tell you guys tonight and you will not get a divorce if you don't want one. Do what I explain to you guys tonight and you will not get a divorce. You will live happily ever after with your girlfriend or boyfriend, fiance, husband or wife. You will live happily ever after if you do what I tell you guys to do tonight. I don't hear my underbed. I'm sure it's playing though, because I see it working. Let me see. Who being number one
isn't easy.
Being number one isn't easy. Who?
Hoo-ah!
All right. But before we get into the main topic, we got the talking points memo. I need to officially ask my partner Obsidian, can I use the talking points memo? Otherwise, I'm going to come up with a different term, but I don't think he's going to have a problem with me doing that. I want to talk about a couple things. Ladies, things that are happening in the news. Thank you, Katie, for the gifts. I appreciate you, Katie. Shout out to everybody at TikTok. I'm glad you guys are here. Oh, damn. You know what I forgot? TikTok. I got a microphone that I'm supposed to use so you guys can hear me clearly when I'm on TikTok, and I don't have it tonight. Oh, man, I hate that I forgot that. It's outside in my car. I should run and get it. I should run and get it. You know what? I got an alternative one. Hold on one second. Hold on one second, TikTok. All right, we're gonna try this right here, TikTok. I got a solution that might work. We're gonna turn this on. Mic check 1 2. Then I'm gonna put this right here. Mic check 1 2. TikTok. Can you guys let me know if you can hear me? Is it better? Is the audio better? Am I crystal clear on TikTok right now? I just give me some hearts, throw some hearts up, or say it in just somebody say it in the chat. Let me know that everybody's not a bot. YouTube, I'll be with you in just a second. I see you guys at YouTube. I got you. Thank you for supporting me. I'm talking to the people at TikTok. I just want to make sure that you could hear me. I see the hearts flying. She says it's clear but not as loud. Ooh. Okay, it's clear but not as loud. Let me try. Let me move the mic right here. Let me see. We need direct. We need it to be direct. Let me try this right here. Mic check 1 2. That's direct. So it's clear, but it's not as loud. Okay, listen, TikTok. I'm gonna run with this tonight. I'm gonna run with this microphone tonight, and I'm gonna compare the audio. I heard myself a minute ago, and now I hear myself now. I mean, and then I'm gonna hear it now. But I appreciate you, Kate. Thank you, Kate. Thank you for the support, Kate. Thank you for giving me the info on the microphone system. I just wanted to make sure that you could at least hear me. I have another microphone I'm going to use, Kate. That's not this one. This is a temporary one. And I'm going to compare those and I'm going to see which one is better. So you guys can hear me clear, because there's no sense in doing a professional podcast over at YouTube. And all of my friends and supporters and the people that rock with me over at TikTok can't hear me. All right. Have you guys heard, talking points memo number 1, have you guys heard what Phylicia Rashad did just recently? Talking about the Breakfast Club. Let's swing over. Now, here's another thing, Kate. Here's something I have to explain to you, Kate. The experience of the podcast tonight is not as good on TikTok as it is on YouTube, even though I have higher engagement on TikTok. It's weird. I mean, I see the names flying in and people coming in. I got Colleen and Miss Kiki. I see the hearts flying. Danielle, that fine woman, Danielle, is throwing the hearts up right now. I could see that. But the visuals are better at TikTok. I'm sorry, at YouTube. The visuals are better at YouTube. So right now, I'm going to switch over to our article. See, everybody at YouTube can see what I'm looking at right now. Phylicia Rashad throws shade at young Black women's clothing choices on the Breakfast Club, setting social media ablaze. This just happened this week, you guys. Let's switch over to our reader mode so we can get rid of all the fluff. Let's switch to reader mode in Safari. There we go. And there we go. Let's close this out. I thought I had a black bar on here. Hold on, you guys. So you wouldn't be distracted with some stuff. Hold on. See, you guys, we building this plane as we fly it, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to call this me plus article. Right? We're going to drop this in here in this folder. And then I'm going to add oh, I see why. It wasn't on top. I don't have to do that. Shit. It was just in the wrong position. I don't have to do that. It was just in the wrong position. That's what you guys are supposed to see. You're not supposed to see the header, YouTube. You're supposed to just see the article. But we good now. We cooking with grease, as they say. We cooking with grease. Oh, you know what I'm going to do, YouTube? I'm going to put up here at the top, talking points memo, real big and bold, so you guys can see that. Nevertheless, Phylicia Rashad, do you guys know who Phylicia Rashad is? She is Claire Huxtable from The Cosby Show. She is the woman who was in full support of Bill Cosby when he went to jail and was happy that he got out. A lot of people was upset with her because she was supporting Bill Cosby through that whole Me Too scandal that he had went through. Well, she has been saying some things recently. She has a new stage play, I believe, coming out in New York. The name of it is Purpose. The name of her play, her new play or new project production is called Purpose. And I believe that she's speaking about her purpose. I don't know much about it. I just know that that's what I found when I was reading about what Phylicia Rashad had said. But we're going to go through this article. You guys at TikTok, you guys are not watching over at YouTube. If you do want to watch at YouTube and read along with me and see all the visuals and stuff, you can. All you have to do is go to YouTube and type Shannon Rawls, and you'll see my name pop up, and then you'll see the live and jump in over there. You don't have to watch at TikTok unless you want to. It doesn't make me any difference. Take that back. I would prefer you watch me at YouTube. I like the engagement at YouTube. TikTok is cool, but have you guys heard TikTok is getting ready to get banned again on April 5th? Has everybody heard that TikTok is getting ready to go get banned a second time, April 5th? Spread the word. You heard it from me. You heard it from your boy first. I should go find that article. Remember, they only had 90 days to get TikTok together. They only had 90 days to get TikTok together from January 19th. We already passed 60. Like everybody just kind of like went back to normal and just thought, everything was no. Nobody has purchased TikTok yet. Now, Trump has said that he reserves the right to extend it if he wants to. But nobody's bought TikTok and they moving like normal. So for you guys that's at TikTok that can hear me right now, you better, if you're making money on TikTok, you better get your ducks in a row, because from what I understand, TikTok is going bye-bye on April 5th if somebody don't buy it in the next week. By next Saturday, a week from now, TikTok is going to be banned again, from what I understand, the second time. But let's talk about Phylicia Rashad. It said the title is Phylicia Rashad throws shade at the young black women's clothing choices on the Breakfast Club and setting social media ablaze. One social media user supported her stance, writing, "She said what she said." You see the photo of Miss Phylicia Rashad, beautiful black woman. Phylicia Rashad appeared on the Breakfast Club, and what she had to say about the style of dress of young women of today may surprise you or not. On Thursday, March 20th, that is precisely 8 days ago. That's last week, y'all. So that would be last Thursday. On Thursday, March 20th, Phylicia Rashad, 76 years old, she spoke with DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Lauren LaRosa, and Charlemagne the God, where she also spoke about the rhythm of acting, the late Chadwick Boseman's legacy, and today's fashion. Quote, "You came up in an era when dignity and grace was everything," Charlemagne the God began in a clip circulating online. You ever look at how wild Hollywood is now and think to yourself, boy, y'all got it easy. Y'all wouldn't ever get away with what we did. Y'all would never get away with what we did. What up, Philip? Good to have you here, bro. Support it. Philip, did I make you a mod at the YouTube channel? Philip, do me a favor. If you're not a moderator on my YouTube channel, send me a DM or an email or fucking smoke signals or something, or in our private chat at the Black Manosphere, so I can make sure that you're a mod, bro. I want to mod you up. You always got my back, man. I mod people who are supporters and is constantly supported. I see your name everywhere, Philip. I appreciate you being here, man. I appreciate you being here. What up, Double Twins? Phylicia Rashad says, well, you have to look at Hollywood and I'll look at how young ladies dress. Young ladies are so beautiful. They are so beautiful. And something has to happen. No, I'm sorry. Something has happened in popular culture. And I don't mean to be critical. And I hope young ladies listen Don't take it as personal criticism because I don't mean it that way. The Cosby Show alumni added, "You're young queens." That's what you are, ladies. This is what Phylicia Rashad is saying to you black women. You're young queens. I'm taken aback when I see on a college campus young women dressed in strips of clothing. But more importantly than that, no man wants his woman to be out like that, right? Yes, she's right. Yes, she's right. What up, Chaos? Good to have you here, bro.
Hoo-ah!
I agree with that statement, Miss Phylicia Rashad, 100%. No man wants his woman out looking like a slut. There's a lot of people, there's some chatter, not a lot, but there's some chatter in my Facebook because I have some liberal male friends on my Facebook, some people I've known for 20 plus years that I did not think were as liberal as they are. Some of them talking about that she's speaking from a patriarchal standpoint, but we live in a patriarchy. And yes, you're correct. I don't want to see my woman, not mine, looking like a slut unless she's looking like a slut with me. What do I mean by that? I like a woman that dresses sexy, ladies and gentlemen. I love a woman that dresses sexy. I do. And if me and my woman is going out somewhere together and I like what she's wearing and maybe it's a little revealing, maybe it's a little risque, as they say, I'll dial it back. If it's too much, I'll turn it up if it's not enough. But it's to my liking and she's under my protection and covering when we're out. When me and my woman are out together, she's with me. She is protected 360 degrees around her body at all times. I'm thinking about things for her protection when she's not thinking about it. She's just having fun. And all I'm doing, I'm checking exits. I'm looking at them niggas over in the corner. I'm looking at where the DJ is, and I'm looking over here where the bar is, and I'm looking at where the bouncers are. I'm usually strapped. Listen, the reality is I'm protecting my woman when she's with me at all times, even when she don't know it. So she might be a little risque when she's with me, but there's certain things that I will not have a problem if my woman was wearing when she's with me that I would have an absolute problem if she was wearing it by herself. That's just, is it a double standard? Call it what you want. I don't give a fuck what you call it. I'm just telling you how it is. I'm just telling you how it is. I don't mind. See, I'm secure enough that other men can look at my woman and want her. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that's how I feel about my cars. That's how I feel about my lifestyle. That's how I feel about my dress. I know other people want things that I have. And I know other men are going to want my woman. I have no problem with that, as long as I know that they can't have her. But when she's not with me and she's out on her own, she's not blessed with my protection. She's not under my covering. At that point, she's at risk of a lot of different things that can particularly happen to her. And I would want her to mitigate the risk as much as possible by dressing as conservative as possible to make sure that we don't have no issues out there. But that's not what's happening today, according to Miss Phylicia Rashad. Charlemagne referenced Method Man saying, wearing 3/4 of clothes, never showing your stuff off, which garnered laughter from his co-host, leaving something to the imagination. That would be nice, Phylicia Rashad replied. Something for my eyes only. You know, by the way, I have not read this article. This is the first time some people read articles and then come back and give commentary. I typically like to read them with you and I'll talk about it. I give my commentary as I go, but I don't know what the next paragraph is going to say. Sometimes it says exactly what I just talked about. Sometimes it doesn't. In this instance, it is. She says, that would be nice, Rashad replied. Something for my eyes only, Charlemagne continued. She also agreed with Jess Hilarious that one can be sexy while still covered up. I agree with that. One can be sexy while still covered up. Have you guys looked at Danielle Dene over here at TikTok? Sexy when covered up. Now, she has a lingerie line, so she may be a little risque selling something. It's for a purpose. There's a method to Danielle Dene's madness. But in her day-to-day or her general photos, you won't see her wearing a strip of cloth. You just won't. You see, social media didn't hold back their opinions on the topic in the Shade Room's comments. Not Phylicia slander will ever be tolerated. I'm sure they meant no. No Phylicia slander will ever be tolerated. She said what she said, one person wrote. Elegance and class are so underrated nowadays. Phylicia Rashad embodied all of that. Another wrote, I remember being a child and couldn't wait to get old enough to carry a briefcase and wear a power suit to work because of watching attorney Claire Huxtable. She exuded so much beauty. Phylicia Rashad talks respect, the rhythm of acting, Chadwick Boseman, and more. Others, on the other hand, on the internet, which I'm sure was a lot of because it's modern times and women don't give a damn. Women, we are heading into the fifth wave of feminism, which is sexual liberation. We are heading into the fifth wave, if not already in it, of feminism, the fifth version, right? We know the 4 versions before this. Sexual liberation. Women want to be sluts and not be shamed. Women want to be sluts and not be shamed. Others weren't too fond of the feedback. One person shared how the Houston native should mind her business, quote unquote, while another person referenced how she also defended Bill Cosby. So I would tread lightly. The narrative of women centering their decisions around men's approval is so tired. Is it? That's how we've gotten this far. That's how we've gotten this far as a species. That's why I'm glad the new generation is moving away from it. And then that's going to be the end of a new generation if we move away from what we traditionally believe, because this has brought in humanity this far. Another social media user addressed the generation age gap and how baby boomers view fashion compared to Generation Z. You see, baby boomers' fashion trends are often associated with bell-bottom jeans and skirts and denim jackets, reflecting a more relaxed, covered, and expressive style compared to Generation Z's lingerie turned streetwear trend. One Shade Room commenter concluded that generation was covered and still got abused and treated horribly. One day, as a community, we're still going to address the real issues, but I digress. Listen, you guys, to all the people that's watching, to all the women that wants to go out and look and wear a strip of cloth, that want to wear a belt as a bra, to all the women that want to wear a belt as a bra, I know that you want your freedom and you want your liberation. I know you want to be able to do what you want to do, but you also want men's protection. You do, whether you believe it or not. Where I know you think you can protect yourselves, you can't. You can't live on planet Earth without the protection of men from other terrible men. It's men that protect women from men. The reality is there's bad actors out there. Ladies, you need men to protect you from them. One of the things that we ask of you is to have a little bit of conservative dressing so you can mitigate the problem. Do you guys realize one of the reasons why women were not allowed in church, not allowed to be uncovered, or not allowed to sit up in front of the church thousands of years ago in the biblical days? Do you think it was the oppression because women weren't allowed to simply hear the gospel? That wasn't the reason why. You know what it was? It was because it was protecting women from horny men in church. One of the reasons why women are covered up in the biblical days and sat in the back is so the men can focus on the word of God and not be distracted by the beauty of women. Ladies, you guys are powerful with your beauty. Your beauty is powerful. It's mesmerizing. I know it doesn't make sense to you because you're not a man. You're not from Mars. But to us men, it's distracting. We can be rock solid, focus on a particular thing, and in you beautiful ladies walk in and everything just goes to shit because you so beautiful, you fuck us up. That's just what happens. So y'all had to get out the way. We got to pay attention to what God is talking about. You so fine, girl. You got to cover that up. That's one of the reasons why it wasn't to oppress women. It was to fucking protect you. It was there to protect you. God Did says, feel like I'm older and younger at the same time. Shout out to God Did at TikTok. Ladies, listen. No man wants his woman dressed like a slut. No man does. And if you feel that you're centering yourself around men because we're asking you to dress a little bit more conservatively, to dress a little bit more in a manner that's going to protect you and make sure that the creeps aren't creeping as much as they could be because of what you're wearing, then so be it. You want to call that oppression? Fine. Call it what you want. I don't give a damn what adjective you give it. All I know is that I want women to be safe. I want women to be protected, period. I don't know how else to say it. I want men to protect women, and I want women to be safe. And if you can help us by not looking like something that should be or could be or would be attacked by some creep that we are going to have to deal with, by the way, because there's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing you can do about it. It's going to require me to handle that creep. Can you help me not kill somebody? Can you help me not go to prison? Can you help me not hurt somebody? Can you help me not be killed? Can you not put me in harm's way because you want to dress like a slut? Can you help me not die tonight because I'm protecting your honor, or I gotta jump in front of some crazed lunatic who's sexually mad because of what you're wearing? Ladies, when you're out with your homeboy, I know you got those friends, those guy friends in the friend zone. Remember, I don't want the friend zone anymore. I want to abolish the friend zone. I want to get rid of the friend zone. I want the friend zone to go bye-bye. But I know it's still there. And there's a few simps out there that's in the friend zone, that's out there with his homegirl. He's getting no sexual attention. He's there for nothing but protection and paying the tab at the bar. I know they're out there. But can you at least make sure he gets home safely by you not looking like something that can be at risk while you're at that bar from that drunk guy that your friend is going to have to protect you from? That's all we're asking. You know, the men we want to go home safe too, by the way. Men want to go home safe, ladies and gentlemen. Or ladies, men already know this. Well, the women don't seem to know. They don't seem to give a damn because the world is surrounded. You know, they're the center of attention and everything is about them. The selfishness today of all time seems to be running rampant. Ladies, men want to go home safe and not get into a fisticuff or altercation or get stabbed or shot by some crazy dude who's trying to talk to you because you look like a slut. Is that too much to ask? I don't think I'm asking too much, Chaos, Philip. I don't think I'm asking too much. So ladies, yes, I agree with Phylicia Rashad. I can't understand why you ladies have to wear stripper clothes when you out there. Now, I get it. If you want to try to holler at somebody and you trying to show your sexy side, I get it. I understand. This is not to indict everybody about what they're doing on social media, their Instagrams, their TikToks and whatnot. But goddamn, let me tell you something. You are not going to be taken serious. And then, you know, you have the nerve to talk about being sexualized. I mean, Angel Reese pops up in mind. The basketball player, Angel Reese, who was saying that she was upset that she was being sexualized, but every time you turn around, she's twerking and she got a camel toe out. That Angel Reese. Ladies, I agree with Phylicia Rashad. I know there's a lot of panderers out there, and there's a lot of men that are diehard in the gynocracy and will do whatever they need to do to protect women's interests. But it's not to the best interest of women to dress like a slut. It's just not. In fact, I would argue that You're sexier when you're covered up and you do it tastefully. You could be sexy covered up. Man, you could be sexy covered up. You do not have to. I do not need to see your nipples pointing through. I do not need to see the side boob. I do not need to see your butt crack. I don't need to see your cat print. It's not necessary. I don't need to see that. I'm gonna imagine it. We're gonna imagine it. Philip, my man Philip Redden, he's gonna imagine. We're gonna imagine. We're men. That's what we do. We're gonna imagine it. But if you're showing it to me at the club before I even get a chance to shake your hand, meet you, if you're showing it to me at church, if you're showing it to me at the gas station, if you're showing it to me at the grocery store, you're showing it to me at school, on campus, you're showing it to me at work, you're showing it to me. Philip says, Angel Reese definitely puts the capital T in the word thought. That hole over there. So yeah, that's the talking points memo number 1. I'm not going to give you a number 2 or number 3. Not tonight. I'm going to set up something so I can have like a graphic show and it like does a whole bunch of cool shit. Because I like cool shit. I like a good show. And it's going to be like the talking points memo or whatever it is. It's going to spin around and swirl and whoosh. I'm going to just hit a button and it's going to fire up. That's what it's going to do. Nevertheless, let's get into the main topic of why you guys are here tonight. Why is everybody tapping in tonight? Why is everybody watching the show today? Because you guys want to hear what Shan has to say on how to keep a happy marriage. If you're in a relationship, a boyfriend, girlfriend, this applies to you too. When I talk marriage / boyfriend, girlfriend, or divorce / breakup, is all one and the same. If I'm talking about a divorce, I'm also talking about a breakup if you just boyfriend and girlfriend. If I'm talking about a marriage, I'm also talking about a relationship if you just boyfriend and girlfriend. It's one and the same. I put in the title of the show, Want a Happy Marriage, Do These 12 Things. But if you want a happy relationship and not a marriage, if you want to, maybe you don't want to get married. Maybe you don't want to get the government involved in your union and you guys just want to be in a happy relationship for the rest of your life that you defined, that you two defined and didn't allow the government to come in and define. I'm talking to you too. I tell people, do you know the number 1 reason for divorce? I want to get people to understand this. Nobody ever says this. So if you ever heard somebody say this, trust me when I tell you they heard it from me. I am the originator of this phrase. The number 1 reason for divorce is lack of effort. I am the originator of the statement. The number 1 reason for divorce is lack of effort. Why can I say that? Because I, myself, Shannon Rawls, has been married twice. I, myself, Shannon Rawls, have been divorced twice. I am twice married, twice divorced. And let me tell you something. The reason for divorce is lack of effort. It ain't lack of money. It's not infidelity. It's all of that shit is a result. Those are all byproducts of lack of effort. Anybody unwilling to do the effort in a relationship to do what's necessary to make things work is the reason why the other person ran to the divorce court. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. There's some people out there, some nefarious people out there who are interested in, getting married for money. I'm not talking about that percentage, that 1% of marriages. I'm not talking about them. I'm not talking about them. No chaos. Lack of effort is number 1, not number 2. It's not compatibility. It is not compatibility. It's the human men are a deviation of about 5% amongst each other within the Western world. You're not much different than me, Chaos. I'm not much different than you. I know people like to talk about, it used to be communication. Remember everybody say, communication is the key. Now compatibility, it's not compatibility either. Most of us are compatible. Most people are compatible. The deviation between men is about 5%. You laugh at what I laugh at. I cry at what you cry at. Chaos. I like what you like. When it comes to a beautiful woman who I think is beautiful, is about 5% different from what you believe is beautiful. I want the same amount of money that you probably want, Chaos. I want to live in a house that's probably as nice as the one that you want to live in. The deviation between men are about 5%. The deviation between women is about 5%. It's not incompatibility. Most of us can get along. The only thing is, who's willing to do the work to make sure we do stay in a relationship? That's the effort part. That's the effort part. You don't typically, when somebody gets married, it's not like the next person is completely is identical to the person that they got a divorce from. People will change to, it'd be like, damn, she don't look nothing like your last wife. You married a dark-skinned girl the first time. Now you married a light-skinned one. Your last girl was tall. Your new girl's short. Your first girl, she was kind of chunky. Your new girl kind of slim. I don't know why Obsidian said that, because Obsidian didn't listen to me. Me and Obsidian ain't a monolith. Obsidian said it's money, but you got to understand something. Obsidian is talking about what's reported. This is Shannon's philosophy. So if you go by what's reported from Pew Research, they're going to tell you it's not even money. Well, you know what? It depends on what year it is. One year it could be money. The next year it could be infidelity. So, you know, finances is the number one reason for divorce one year. Infidelity is the reason for divorce the next year. And those two can teeter-tot back and forth. If you go by Pew Research, you go by the CDC, if you go by those kind of stats, then yeah, I'm telling you, psychologically speaking, that the number one reason for divorce is lack of effort. Because even in the money issue or the cheating issue, if you got a man that's cheating on his woman and he's fucking his secretary and has no regard for his wife, that's effort. And like, no matter how you slice it, it's all going to come back to the same. All roads lead to lack of effort. That's why I just say sum it up with lack of effort. Somebody don't give a damn. Somebody's not trying as hard as they used to for whatever reason. Somebody's not doing something at home that they could do, that they probably used to do. Somebody is not acting the way that they could act. They're just not interested in doing it anymore. I don't care how you slice it. It all comes back, leads back to effort. Yeah, Philip says, I was always told it was money, but in my case, it was ever. I was done complete with my ex. I never want to see inside a divorce court ever again. Yeah, some people say it's money. And then you know what's a trip? People get a divorce, and if it's money, she's still broke. Like, if a man and woman is together and they talking about finances and we're getting divorced because it's money, one of them don't typically go off and become super rich, especially the one that complained about the money. It's like, he don't work as much as he used to. So then she gets a divorce and now she broker than ever. It's weird. Lack of effort. But tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to talk about happiness. Let's get into it, you guys. I could talk for a long time. I didn't talk for a damn near an hour, 45 minutes straight, and I ain't even started on the topic yet. Trust me, it's a skill. I'm going to crack the code on happiness. I already cracked the code. I'm about to pass it on to you guys. There's 12 rules, 12 things that you need to know. It's 12 things that you need to know, you need to do if you want to keep your woman or your man smiling. They're not fluffy, though. They could be fluffy. It depends on how you look at it. But I can tell you this, they're battle tested. Everything I'm going to tell you guys tonight, if you want your relationship to last, it will be battle tested. Now, I have a disclaimer here. What up, Thomas? My man is in the house.
Hooah!
What up, Thomas? Listen, I have a disclaimer. I, myself, Shannon Rawls, have failed at most all of these, and I still probably will fail again. I'm getting ready to tell you some things that I've gathered over I'm 52 years old. Over my years, over my decades of being in relationships, being married, getting divorced, hearing complaints, knowing what's wrong, seeing the nature of women, understanding how men and the dynamics between men and women. These are 12 things if you want your relationship to last. And there's more, but these are just 12 that I wanted to hit you guys with because these are battle tested. Small shit. Small things that you can do that most of us won't do, even myself. I fail at this myself. Number one, dig this. Hold hands. Oh, I got visuals over here at YouTube. Let me throw this up on the screen. Hold hands and hold hands a lot. Hold hands and hold hands a lot. Holding hands keeps you grounded when you're with your woman. Some of you guys, when driving your car, the husband is driving and your woman is in the passenger seat, holding hands on your destination, holding hands on your way to your destination. Do you realize that lowers stress? It bonds you guys tight. Shout out to, who's that? Thomas hit me with a super chat.
Hoo-ah!
My man. Appreciate you, brother.
Hoo-ah!
Thank you for the super chat. Spread the love. Spreading the love. The $10 super chat from my man, Thomas Thompson. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. You're a long-time supporter. Thomas, are you a moderator over here? You've been a moderator. You know, we cleared out all the old moderators, Thomas. You were a moderator before. I don't know if you still are. If you're not, I'll have my assistant add you. Let me know if you're not. DM me, or text me. You got my phone number, Thomas. Text me, so let me know if you're a moderator or not. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the things that you guys should do if you want to have a long-lasting marriage is hold hands forever until one of you guys pass away. Hold hands when you're driving. Hold hands when you're in the mall. Hold hands when you're at the grocery store. Hold hands a lot. If you're walking the dog, if you're watching TV in the bed, hold hands. That sounds weird, man. I'm not, no, grab that hand. I don't want to hear all that. You know what that says? This is what this says, and this is why I put holding hands as number one. When you, gentlemen, I'm talking to you particularly, because you're the provider and you're the protector. Gentlemen, holding your woman's hand, you know what it says? It says, I'm here, without you saying a word. If I would have known that years ago, oh man, nobody told me that though. They told me to be tough. I was a tough nigga. I was tough. You know, and got holding my girl hand. I'm doing all that lovey-dovey shit. What the fuck you talking about holding hand? That's the kind of nigga I was. I'm not telling you that you got to be a romantic, but if you hold your woman's hands, man, it says that I'm here. I got you. You are covered. You are protected. Don't worry. That's all it says. In the privacy of your own home, hold hands. When you guys are watching Netflix, hold hands. When you're driving, you're supposed to have two hands on the wheel, right? 10 and 2. But if you don't have both hands on the steering wheel at 10 and 2, hold hands. If you're in a Tesla and that self-driving mode is turned on, hold hands. Hold your woman's hand, man. Don't holler at me about tough. I can show you tough. I'm the last one to talk about being tough and hard. But I'm telling you, hold your woman's hand. It's science, fellas. It may be awkward at first. She may be like, what do you, okay. Show me a woman that says, I don't want to hold hands. Okay, let me rephrase that. Show me a woman that says, I don't want to hold hands. I'll show you a woman who is not going to be with you long. Show me a woman that does not want to hold your hand. I will show you a woman who will not be with you for very long. She is waiting to swim monkey branch to another man. I cannot think of a woman, a feminine woman, a cooperative woman, a friendly woman, a faithful woman. I can't think of a woman with the F's that we talk about that would not want to hold the man's hand that she loves. I can't think of one. Can you? So, fellas, it's incumbent upon you to initiate that action. I wish I would have known this 30 years ago when I was 22 years old. I know it now at 52. I know it now at 52. And I hold my woman's hand wherever I go. No problem. Hold hands, ladies and gentlemen. Number 2, if you want a long-lasting marriage, never yell. Never yell unless the house is on fire. Never yell unless the house is on fire. Screaming is a grenade. Have you guys ever thrown a grenade? Anybody here? Any military men here? I've thrown grenades. I've fired off claymore mines. I've thrown grenades. I've been in battle. I am a combat veteran. Screaming blows trust fast. Screaming blows trust fast. I know it's tough. I scream. Remember I told you I fail at the list that I'm giving you guys tonight. It doesn't change the facts. That's why I wore this particular hoodie tonight. Facts over feelings. What I'm saying is factual. It doesn't mean that I myself can do it. My feelings may not allow me to do some of these things I'm listing, but my feelings don't matter. Facts is the only thing that matters to me. Never yell. You got to save the loud stuff for real emergencies, ladies and gentlemen. Like if the kitchen is on fire or some shit. You want to talk it out when you having beef or you have a disagreement with your woman or your man. When you yell, you become deaf to reason. And men, if you claim to be the gender of reason and logic, then why are you yelling? When you yell, she will become deaf to your reason. And if you claim to be the man of reason and logic, then why are you yelling, gentlemen? This is something that I teach, but I do not know how to practice because I still yell. I'm trying. I get it, but I'm not absolved from failing at this myself. Gentlemen, you have a superpower of reason and logic. That you will never get that across to your woman if you're yelling at her. You will never get that across to your woman if you're yelling at her. Don't yell unless the house is on fire. But Shan, she's yelling at me. Yeah, I know. No, fuck, ain't nobody gonna yell at me. So you're not a stoic man. You're allowing somebody else to control how you behave, brother. You know, I'm a male advocate channel. I talk about, I love my brothers, but I got to talk about y'all when y'all do some fuck shit. Gentlemen, what are you yelling for? At a woman of all things. You want to yell at me? Man to man, there's a low-level threat of violence when we talking. Man to man, there's a low-level threat of violence. Deanna, what's up, Deanna? I'm glad you're here, love. I was talking to Deanna earlier when it was live on TikTok. Glad you're here. Gentlemen, you wanna yell at me? You can yell at me because I'm a man. Yell at me because I'm gonna yell back at you, and we have a low-level threat of violence. We may get busy. But why are you yelling at a woman? What the fuck? No, we don't even have to raise our voice. Now I get it. She's pissing you off. No, man, stay in control, brothers. Gentlemen, stay in control. You have a superpower of reason and logic. She operates out of her emotion. You are supposed to operate out of 1 + 1 = 2. You are supposed to operate out of your logical senses. You're supposed to make sense of things. Women and children first when the boat is going down, right? You guys know why women and children go first? Do you guys know why they say women and children first when the boat is sinking? Oh, do you think it's because we want to save women and children and let the legacy continue and shit so we can? No, that's not the reason why. The reason why they said women and children first is because they need men to calmly solve the fucking problem. When women and children are involved in the solution process, it's not going to get solved. It's chaos. Send the women and children so the men can stay back and use logic and reason and fix the issue. If you interject women and their emotions and children and their adolescence into a calamity, a problem, a big issue, ain't shit gonna happen. So we send the women and children first so the women can take care of the children over there and the men can fix the shit over here. Gentlemen, you have a superpower of logic and reason. And if you are yelling at your woman, you've given up that power. You've given up your superpower. She will not listen to you. She becomes deaf to your logic. She becomes deaf to your reason. That's the reason why. What is hold my head, please? I'm just yapping. Yeah, I am. I'm glad you're here to hear. I'm glad you're here to hear me yapping. He says you're not Damon Dash. No, I'm not. But Damon is the homie. I live right here in Los Angeles, California. Ladies and gentlemen, I am a film producer and a fashion designer. Did you know that I know Damon Dash? No, I'm not him. He's the homie. And I might have him. He wants a certain amount of money, but I might have him come to Miami for my convention in September for the Black Manosphere Conclave. You're invited as well, by the way. Hold my hand with no profile. You notice that it's always somebody with no profile picture that talks shit. They got these burner accounts, people. But here's the thing. If that was a man talking, I'd be yelling. If it's a woman talking, we don't yell. Gentlemen, I don't want you to yell at your wives. Don't yell at your girlfriends. She's yelling at you. Don't you yell at her. It's tough. I fail at this myself. I'm a failure at this myself. At number 2, never yell unless the house is on fire. I fail at this myself. But I know that it's battle tested that if you keep calm at all times, even in a disagreement, you retain your superpower and you remain in control. Number 3, ladies and gentlemen, if you want your marriage to last, if you want your relationship to last, number 3, this one is tough for me too. Damn, listen, mind you, I told you, I teach you guys stuff from my failures. I teach from my failures. I don't teach from my successes. Ladies and gentlemen, number 3, if you want your relationship to last, something that I have a problem doing myself. If one of you has to win the argument, let it be her or let it be him. This goes both ways. I don't think women are going to be able to do this one. So I'm really kind of talking to men, but I'm going to make it gender neutral. If one of you has to win an argument, let it be your spouse. If somebody has to win, if there has to be a winner and a loser in an argument with your husband, somebody has to be a loser in this argument. Winning is overrated, you guys. Did you know that? Winning is overrated. You know what beats winning? Peace and harmony. You could beat the shit out of somebody in an argument and not talk to them all weekend long. Which one feels better? I've won arguments and somebody else was clearly wrong, quote unquote loser, and I was clearly right, quote unquote winner. And I had a shitty fucking weekend because we didn't talk. I had a shitty week because we didn't talk, but I was the winner, quote unquote. Let her take the W sometimes, fellas. It's not a weakness, man. It's wisdom. Yes, baby. You got it. I'm speaking to you. I'm giving wisdom to you. I know you know. Knowledge, everybody's smart. Everybody got knowledge, but it takes some time. These gray hairs is wisdom. May you one day be blessed to have this. May you one day be blessed to have a salt and pepper beard like I got. Let me tell you something. It's better to be peaceful and let her take the W than for you to have a chaotic situation, a chaotic car ride, a chaotic party. You guys are at an event somewhere, a chaos in the bedroom, chaotic. You want to be in a different room and y'all not speaking to each other, walking past each other. She's not making you a sandwich, or you in the bathroom brushing your teeth, and she needs to go in the bed. She wants to use the guest bathroom. Why do you want that? Just so you can say you won? Come on, man. I get it, man. You're not a doormat. I'm not asking you to allow anybody to walk over you, ladies. If you have to let your husband have the W to this particular argument, I'm not saying that you need to be walked over. What you're doing is you're picking.
Welcome to the real world.
You're picking. Shout out to Hot Rod GVR1V for joining the army. Hood, everybody. Everybody, salute. Throw your salutes in the chat. We got a new soldier in the army.
Yes, sir.
Throw your salutes in the chat. We got a new soldier in the army.
Sir.
Hot Rod GVR TV. I appreciate you joining the army. Thank you so much for pulling up to the SR Army at YouTube. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. The army is growing, you guys. The army is growing. The army is growing, you guys. The army is growing. Hood. Appreciate you, Hot Rod.
Hoo-ah.
Listen. Something tells me Hot Rod knows this. Harmony over ego. Harmony over ego. You know why? Because the score is going to be even in the long run. Oh, Hot Rod. Oh, Hot Rod from TikTok. You from earlier. That's my man Hot Rod from TikTok. Now is over at at YouTube. That's Hot Rod from earlier today. All right, what's up, Hot Rod? My man. My man pulled up to YouTube. And Hot Rod, dig this. Deanna's over here on TikTok right now from earlier. Dwayne is a veteran in the military. Hood.
Hoo-ah.
Dwayne, a veteran, a poet, and a published author. Shout out to my man Dwayne. Deanna with the hearts. She's over here at TikTok, and I got my man Hot Rod over at YouTube. I appreciate you guys. Hot Rod, I'm giving us a good little game. Listen, man. If somebody has to win the argument, listen to what I'm saying. And I'm a wordsmith, so I wrote this very carefully. If somebody has to win the argument, listen to what I'm saying. Go one step deeper. Don't just listen to the surface. If somebody has to win the argument, let it be your spouse. Let it be your spouse, because winning is overrated. Let them take the W. Peace over ego. Trust me when I tell you, it won't matter in the long run any fucking way. Let me ask you guys a question. When you got into arguments, because maybe you're in one right now, in the middle of one with somebody right now, do you realize that you don't even remember what the fuck you argued about 2 weeks ago? Do you realize that when you got into the argument with your girl, fellas, that you guys forgot what you were arguing about 14 days ago? Some of y'all forgot what you were arguing about 3 days ago. Some of y'all a little sharper than most. You remember what you argued about 2 weeks ago, but you forgot what you argued about last month. Some of you guys don't remember why y'all was mad at each other in January of this year. You was pissed as fuck though. I mean, you was like, you were done. You were ready to be over in the relationship. I'm done. I'm out. I ain't fucking with this. No, I'm out. I'm not. See, that's why. No, I'm gone. You was ready to throw in the towel. You was ready to break up in the whole nine. Really pissed off. And you couldn't tell me if your life depended on it right now, what you were fighting about in January. You couldn't tell me if your life depended on it, what you were fighting about in January of this year. I ain't talking about 2024. 2025, you don't even remember what you was fighting about in January 2025. So then why does it matter if you win the argument? Ladies and gentlemen, if you want your relationships to last, let them win the argument. It's okay. I wish I would have known this. I wish I could, and this is something I'm still working on. I am a very flawed man. I have a lot of shit to work on. I recognize that. I realize that. But it doesn't change the facts of what I'm talking about. It doesn't change the facts of what I'm talking about. Number 4, if you want your relationship to last. Number 4, if you want your relationship to last, if you want your marriage to last, if you want to live happily ever after with your husband or wife, if you want to live happily ever after with your husband and wife, the number 4 thing you must do is if you have to criticize somebody, do it rarely and do it lovingly. If you have to criticize somebody, do it rarely and do it lovingly. You see, criticism is a sharp knife, you guys, and it cuts deep. When you criticize somebody of their infallible whatever, maybe it's their weight, maybe it's their money, how much money he makes, ladies. Maybe it's how fat she is, fellas. Maybe it's how silly she makes, how silly some of her points are, fellas. Maybe it's how ridiculous he sounds, ladies. If you have to criticize somebody, understand that you're cutting them. Do you realize that? Do you realize that you're cutting them? Now, I get it. Sometimes that cut is necessary. Sometimes you have to stab somebody. I get it. But just know that that's what you're doing. If you have to do it, can you cut them in love? Can you cut them lovingly? If you have to criticize, do it rarely and do it lovingly. If you have to say, hey, let me tell you about yourself. Let me show you you. Let me put this mirror up so you can see yourself. Listen, I am not a tone police. I don't believe in tone police. And I really don't believe in sugarcoating anything. Don't get this mixed up with sugarcoating. Don't get this mixed up, YouTube, with lying or fuck. I'm not talking about, beautiful lies. We don't tell beautiful lies in the SR Army. In the Army, we don't tell beautiful lies. We tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. But we don't have to dog people, especially your wife or your husband, when telling it. Baby, I know you're awesome, but this particular thing bugs me. Baby, you are such a wonderful man, but this part here, this is something that's been on my mind. I want to talk to you about. When it's rare and it's gentle, it keeps the sting out of it and allows them to fix the issue a little bit faster, and it's more palatable for them to hear it. Lady Capsule says, are you sitting in front of a mirror looking at yourself? No, I'm sitting in front of technically, I'm looking at a camera, and then this is a podcast, by the way. So you over here at TikTok, Lady Capsule, you are my second audience. I'm doing a podcast over here. I know it probably, without me saying it, you think that it, like right now, it looks like I'm looking in the mirror, but I'm looking in the camera. I have a whole different audience over here, Lady Capsule. But shout out to you. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you being here at TikTok over here on my phone. But the people at YouTube can see my phone because it's in the image. So they know. So no, people at YouTube know what I'm looking at, but you can't tell because you can't see the microphone and the computer system and all that. You can't see all of that. But shout out to you for being here. Listen, if you have to criticize somebody, do it rare and do it lovingly. I'm not telling you to lie. We don't lie. No beautiful lies. No sugarcoating. No bullshitting. But you don't have to cut them so fucking deep when you want to let them know something. You don't have to hurt their feelings to get your point across. Why do so many people want to hurt feelings to get their point across? This one came to my mind because I played a video on my Instagram where a woman was in a relationship with a guy and she had the audacity to pick up her phone and tell her man that he had a little dick and told him, don't lower your voice or something, like your dick ain't big enough. That's what she said. She said, your dick ain't big enough to talk to me like that or something he was doing. And he was like, why are you talking to me like that? She's like, your dick ain't big enough to be taught. It's like, and it was just. Like, what's the point of that, man? What does she think that she was going to get out? You're like, did you ever love that man? Did you ever have any reverence for him? Ever? I got all kind of problems, physical problems, emotional problems. There's things on me that I can improve inside and out. I would hate for my woman to just slice me with it. And I did unsolicited, by the way. Now, if I'm asking, then give it to me hard and raw, quick. Rip the Band-Aid off. If I'm asking. But if I'm not asking and you just out of the blue start telling the motherfucker some shit, it's like, damn. You know what that's going to want to make me do is defend myself, and then I'm going to start telling you about you. That's what's going to happen. You're going to cut me, I'm going to cut you back. That's what happens. So now you got two people that's supposedly loving each other, cutting each other, because one of them decided to criticize the other one in a harsh way. Don't do that to your woman, gentlemen. Don't do that to your man, ladies. Do you want to be in a relationship? Do you want to try effort? Remember, we prefaced this discussion tonight with the number one reason for divorce is lack of effort. Try. And now, if you don't give a fuck, leave. But if you care, try. If you want to have a decent relationship, a long-lasting relationship, listen to number 5. This one is very important. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you, Deanna. I see you. I see them hearts flying. What up, Dwayne? What up, Dwayne? Hey, Kitty Nurse. I'm glad you're here. Listen, if you want your relationships to last, I don't know if you're in one now. I don't know if you're married now. I don't know if you are in a boyfriend-girlfriend situation. I don't know if you're in a situationship and you guys are trying to figure it out. I don't know what your relationship status is, but dig this. If you're interested in finding somebody and you want to be in a monogamous, loving, lifelong, by the way, this is for people who's interested in lifelong relationships. This show is not for somebody who wants to be here today and gone tomorrow. If you want to be in a relationship for sex or just for hooking up and kicking it for a little bit until you guys find somebody else, this show is not for you. This show is not for the people who has a placeholder, who's in a placeholder relationship and is really looking for somebody else, but is just rocking out with the person that they're with until that new person comes along. This is not for you. Tonight's show is for people who are interested in being in a lifelong relationship, maybe currently is in one and trying to figure out what they need to do. I've given you guys 4 things that you need to do to make that successful. I'm about to give you number 5. Number 5 is if you want to lifelong lasting relationship, never bring up mistakes from the past. Never bring up mistakes from the past. Do you guys realize that old baggage is a thief of happiness? Old baggage is a thief of happiness. You know, she forgot the anniversary 3 years ago. You gonna bring that up? She ain't forgot it in the last 2 years, but she forgot it 3 years ago. You bringing it up? He forgot to fix, you know, no, he forgot to take out the trash that one time, and now you going. She did some sexual deviancy. She was involved in some sexual deviancy that you forgave, and you gave her a pass on, and you bringing it up. Listen, I told you guys I'm a wordsmith, so pay attention to this. Never bring up past mistakes. What I mean by that is, if somebody did something in the past that they no longer do, and you know they did that in the past, why the fuck would you just bring it up in the present or the future? If they did something in the past that they no longer do, that you've given them a pass on, that you have said, I know it, okay, I got that information, I'm gonna pack it up, seal it, and put it away. Why would you dig that information up to use against them? And they aren't doing it today. Now, I don't want you to mistake this for somebody who continues to make the same mistake. This is not the same as somebody who continues to make the same mistake. You are authorized to bring up the past if they're continuing to make the same mistake. If they're fucking up today like they were fucking up yesterday, you can bring up yesterday as a reference point. That is okay. You can talk about their past if they're still putting it in their future, if it's still a part of their present and it potentially might be a part of their future. You can talk about their past. But if you're dragging ghosts just for poison, if you're bringing up old shit just to make them feel bad, something that they don't do anymore. Do you know how many people have gotten through alcoholism or drug addiction? They are no longer addicted to drugs. They are no longer alcoholics. They don't touch alcohol. They don't like the smell of fucking vodka. They are not interested they're not interested in drinking anymore. They used to be a lush. They used to drink in the past. They had a DUI. They've had problems with drinking and driving. They had problems with alcohol and drugs in the past. Today they are sober. Why would you bring up their past? For what? To get your point across? Because they're talking about something that you're doing today. You know, people do that often as well. I don't want to say gaslighting, more deflection. Oh, so you fucked up today, so you want to talk about what they did yesterday that they don't know, that they don't do anymore. Then you a bitch. That's how I look at it. You a bitch, male or female. If you doing wrong today and then somebody calls you on your wrongdoing, and then you decide as a retaliatory tactic to bring up something that they did back in the day that they don't do anymore, they're not doing today, but because you're hurt that they're telling you about what you did, you a bitch. What we don't do is bring up the past mistakes. Never bring up the past mistakes, especially if they've learned from them and they're doing better today. I don't know why people do that other than that one of two reasons. They don't give a damn about their spouse and they might as well shouldn't be with them. Or two, they're doing some shit that they have no business doing and they're looking for something to argue about. And the person that's telling them about themselves, they don't have nothing on them today. They don't have no ammunition. So they got to go dig up some old shit to bring up on them today for the shit that they're doing right now. Hey, Angelina, you like this sweater? I got this from my boy. I'll drop the link. I don't make this one. I have a different one. I have facts over feelings. I have family over everything. I have quality over quantity. But this particular style of facts over feelings is different than mine. So I'll drop the link for you, Angelina, and I'll get you one. I'll send you one. I'll send you one. I sell family over everything. I sell quality over quantity. And I sell facts over feelings, but this particular style, facts over feelings, is different than mine. So I got you. I got you. Ladies and gentlemen, never bring up past mistakes that somebody has learned from and stopped doing. You are authorized to bring up past mistakes if they're still present mistakes. You are authorized to bring up past mistakes if they're potentially future mistakes. But if somebody has done some shit in the past that they no longer do, that's no longer them. They have grown from that. They have learned from that. They have become better from that. Why the hell would you bring it up? If you want a long-lasting relationship, bury that past mistake that they made like they did. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the movie Meet Joe Black. I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Meet Joe Black. Angelina says divorce after 14 years and he still does that shit. I wish I can pin that. Can I pin that comment? That's a good comment, Angelina. Then he needs to be here. He needs to be here, Angelina. Call him up. Tell him to pull up. He needs to listen to your boy Shan. I try to help as many men as I can. If you got a man that's bringing up old shit that you don't even do no more, yeah, maybe you drank and drive and got caught and you got a DUI. Yeah, maybe you went off and you did some shit that you wasn't supposed to do. Maybe you got in a fight. Maybe you got in a bar fight, dude. Maybe you used to eat like a slob. Maybe you used to drink Coca-Colas and Pepsi and Mountain Dew and Crush and every other fucking sugary drink, and you don't do it anymore. Now you're healthy. Imagine somebody bringing that up. But you used to drink Coca-Cola in 2007. Don't do that. Don't do that. If they are doing their past mistakes today, you can bring up the past. If they are no longer doing their past mistakes, if they have learned from it and grown from it, shut the fuck up. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. I hope couples are listening to this. Listen, I'm telling you guys, I'm twice married, twice divorced. I used to do this shit. I don't do this anymore. If I bring up somebody's past that I love and I want them to get better, I'm only bringing it up because they're still fucking doing the same shit that they used to do, that they said that they don't want to be anymore. You know, a lot of people say, I want to grow. I don't want to be that version of myself anymore. I want to be a different version. But then if I see you doing the same shit that person before used to do, I'm going to bring up that. That's what I'm going to bring up. I'm going to bring up what you like. You said that you want to be different. You said that you want to be better. You said that you want to be a different version than you used to be. Then why are you doing what that old version used to do? I will bring up the past in that instance. However, if I see that you don't even do that anymore, what you told me is no longer you, you've removed that from your personality, I'm not bringing it up. You won't hear it from me. Then not if I love you. Not if I want to be with you, not if I care about you. Oh, that's what I was mentioning. The movie Joe Black, Meet Joe Black. Has anybody ever seen the movie Meet Joe Black with Brad Pitt? Came out in 1999. One of the best movies ever. I love that movie. There was a scene in there where Vince was talking to Brad Pitt at a bar, at a party at the end. And Vince is married to the billionaire's daughter. And so Brad Pitt, who was dating the billionaire's other daughter, he asked the brother, who could potentially be the brother-in-law, right? He said, hey, man, why does your wife love you? Something like that. I'm paraphrasing, guys. He says, why does your wife love you? And Vince took a drink. And he looked at Brad Pitt and he said, because she knows the worst parts about me and it's okay. Oh man, that was a cold line, you guys. I can't deliver it like the movie did, but imagine this. The man looked at Brad Pitt and said, because my wife knows the worst parts about me and it's okay. Now, you would think, was he a pedophile? Was he weird? Did he do some shit? Oh yeah, Philip said that's one of the Brad Pitt's best. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You remember that scene I'm talking about, Philip, when he was at the bar at the party at Bill Parrish? That was the father. He was at Bill Parrish's 77th or 70th birthday party or something like that. You know, the night before he died. And he asked Vince, he said, what does your wife love about you? He said, because my wife knows the worst parts about me and it's okay. What that means is, ladies and gentlemen, if somebody confides in you to tell you some of the shit that they've done in the past, some of the things that they've done back in the day and that they no longer doing, they're confiding in you to help them lock that up in a locker and throw away the goddamn key. They don't want you to regurgitate that history with them over and over again. Just because you're mad at them or upset at them or pissed off for whatever reason. That makes you a shitty person to bring up somebody's past for no damn reason. That's what that does. So if you want a long-lasting relationship, don't do that. Trust me. Trust me. Fresh slate. Clean slate, you guys. Clean slate, fresh joy. That's what you want. Number 6. Hey, Kitty Nurse. It's good to see you again, love. Thank you for being here. Kitty, what we're talking about tonight is if you want a happy marriage, these are the things you need to do. If you want a happy relationship or you want a happy marriage, Kitty, is what I'm teaching people, because I'm twice married, twice divorced. And so the mistakes that I've made and unfortunately continue to make, I'm discussing tonight. And the reason why I wore this particular hoodie is because I want to let people know, even though my feelings tell me, Shannon, you're still making these mistakes, it doesn't change the facts. I'm not absolved from the facts simply because it's hurting my feelings. I'm a fuck up too, Kitty Nurse. I am. Number 6, if you guys want a long-lasting relationship, if you want a happy marriage, you want to live a long, happy life with somebody. You don't got to listen to none of this shit if you just want to be by yourself. If you're going to, buy a dog and die alone, then you don't have to worry about this. But if you want to live with somebody under one roof, in one bedroom, sharing intimate moments and living together, then yeah, you might want to listen at this. Number 6. Neglect the whole world rather than each other. Neglect the whole world, but not each other. Let me explain something to you guys. This is important. There was a question that was asked the other day. I forget what celebrities, but they were asking them if a boat was sinking and you had to throw somebody overboard, who would you throw over, your kid or your spouse? And the two people that had asked, I forget who said it, man. It was like a viral podcast, but it's the answer that I would always give, is I would throw the kid over. Because I married my spouse and I could make another kid. But let me explain something to you. Neglect the whole world rather than each other. Your spouse is your VIP, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies, your man is your VIP. Your husband is your VIP. Screw the rest if it's a choice. Your man is your VIP. Skip that late work call, fellas. Your woman is your VIP. Ditch the scrolling, ladies. Get off the goddamn phone. Your man is your VIP, ladies. I know you're addicted to social media. You gotta be on TikTok. You gotta be on Instagram. Put the fucking phone down. Your man is your VIP. You need to neglect everything else except your woman, fellas. She's first. Now, I'm not talking about purpose. I'm not talking about purpose. I'm not talking about pedestalizing either. We don't pedestalize women. And no woman is before your purpose. But in your private moments, she's the VIP. Ladies, he is VIP. How many times have you been in the middle of a conversation with your girl or your man, and your phone ring and you just answer the fucking phone? You didn't say, excuse me. You didn't say, oh, let me take this call real quick. You didn't do none of that. You don't give a fuck. You just answer the phone. How many times have you been in the middle of a conversation with somebody and your text message goes off and you just start responding? And they're in the middle of a sentence. They're in the middle of a sentence and you just start texting somebody. You're not bright enough. I don't give a fuck who you think you are. Listen, my last IQ test, I came in at a 135, my bad. I needed a 140 to be classified as a genius. So they called me an intellect, and I was going to join the Mensa club. I don't know if you guys even know what Mensa is, but my IQ is a 135, my last test. It's probably higher now if I test again. And I can't concentrate on texting somebody the way I need to text them and listen to somebody the way I need to listen to them. And that's with an IQ of 135. It's not too many people listening to me that have an IQ of 135. So don't tell me that you can text and converse at the same time. It's fucking disrespectful. Your man or woman comes first. Neglect everything else. They're the VIP. The world can wait. The world can wait. Your bond can't. The world can wait. Your bond, your relationship, your love between each other can't. And that's where happiness lives, you guys, in your relationship, not necessarily in your iPhone. Your iPhone is a temporary dopamine hit. That's temporary, man. That hormone comes and goes. Put your spouse first. Neglect everything else. Neglect the world. Don't neglect your woman, fellas. She needs you. And if you want her to do the things that you need her to do, you're going to have to tend to that need. I'm sorry. It is what it is, man. You can be as tough and red-pilled as you want to be. I'm as red-pilled as they get. I'm bright red. However, if I'm in a relationship and I'm committing myself to a woman, I'm on my purpose, but I'm not neglecting my girl. I'm not neglecting my woman. I won't do it. There ain't a text message more important than listening to what she got to say, especially if she's here in front of me. Some of y'all motherfuckers is just disrespectful, man. Ladies, y'all can be cold. Y'all could be cold. I tell men all the time, if a woman pulls her phone out on your first date, get up and walk away. Don't give a fuck about that phone. How dare you? If you are on a first date with a woman, gentlemen, and she pulls out her phone, stand up, grab your car keys, and go the fuck out the door. That is Shannon's advice. That's Shannon's advice. You ain't gonna sit up here and I'm taking you out and I'm spending money and I'm giving you my time. You know, my time is, you know how valuable my time is? That's my time. Everybody has a different value on their time. I know how valuable mine is. And you on your fucking phone? Oh, bitch, gentlemen, if a woman is on a date with you and she gives more attention to her phone than you, stand up and walk out. If you in a relationship with somebody, how dare you? How dare you? Don't you dare do that. Gentlemen, she's first. Ladies, he's first. Pay attention to each other, give each other VIP treatment, and your relationship will last a lifetime. Trust me when I tell you. Number 7. Let me bring up the visuals over here on YouTube. You know, YouTube got the visuals. I got to click the buttons to bring up the text. You guys over at TikTok, you guys can't see the visuals. You can't see the visuals over here at TikTok, but over at YouTube they can. So make sure everybody at TikTok follows me at YouTube and get to know. And then hit that bell. There's a bell over here that, you know, every time I do some shit on YouTube, your phone go off. Like, boop, Shannon's doing something. Shannon's live. Shannon's live. And y'all can pull up anytime. Y'all can pull up anytime. All right. Number 7. This is one that we all hear, but it goes, you know, I couldn't get through this without mentioning it. Don't go to sleep upset, you guys. Don't go to sleep upset. Don't go to sleep upset. You know, bed is for love, not grudges. Yes, YouTube is the same name. I'm Shannon Rawls everywhere. Like, there's only a few Shannon Rawlses in the world. It's only like 10 of us. It's like 10 Shannon Rawlses. We all understand that Shannon Rawls is mine. Like, all the usernames, like all the Shannon, it's an unspoken agreement that me and all the other Shannon Rawlses in the world have come to understand over the last 30 years. All username Shannon Rawls is mine. I own the domain. I own the YouTube, the Instagram, the TikTok. I own everywhere I'm at. Shannon Rawls goes to the black guy. So yes, it's Shannon Rawls. All right, you guys, don't go to sleep upset. I want you to hash out those issues before the lights go out. Now, this isn't, hey, you know what? Let's talk about this tomorrow when we have a clear head. Sometimes that's important. But when you do that, you're not upset. See, that's why I told you I'm a wordsmith. You may want to delay discussion for a better time so you guys have clearer minds. Maybe, you know what? Let's not talk about this right now, because right now I'm not going to make the best decision. I'm not going to be able to hear you. I'm not going to be able to receive what you're talking about. Let's talk about this in the morning. Can we do that? And if you say, you know what, I think that's a great idea, because you'll be able to listen to me and I'll be able to listen to you. And I want to be able to listen to you. And I know I want to be heard. So yeah, let's go to bed. That's not upset. That's an understanding of saying, you know what, let's get clearer heads and let's give it some time, because time can potentially heal a wound. However, some of y'all go to bed mad than a motherfucker. Some of y'all go to bed mad. Sleeping anger. You know what happens when you sleep with anger? You know what kind of shit starts festering in your mind? It starts building resentment. It starts you start thinking of other shit. All kind of stuff starts popping up in your mind when you mad and you getting ready to you gotta go to bed. Sometimes just a quick truce. Look. Wait, white flag, baby, white flag. Just for now. We could pick this up tomorrow, but I'm not gonna. But give me a kiss. Give me a kiss, fellas. This is where you come in. This is where your dominance comes in. This is where your head of household comes in. Baby, give me a kiss. Don't play with me. Now give me a kiss. All right, and we're gonna talk about this tomorrow. I know you want to talk. I know you believe that, but I'm gonna explain some things to you tomorrow. But tonight's not the night, and it's getting late. I gotta get to work early in the morning. You got things that you gotta do. We're gonna continue this tomorrow. But what we're not gonna do is go to bed upset. We're not gonna go to bed mad. You know how powerful that is, man? You know how that is strength, brothers. We talk about leadership all the time. That's how you lead. What you're going to do is not go to sleep mad at me. We're not going to do that. But if you do some of the shit that I was just talking about prior to this one, you won't even get to the point of being mad. This is in the event you are mad at bedtime. I don't want you guys to go to sleep mad. I don't. You know what kind of dreams you have when you go to bed mad? Rarely do you have sweet dreams. Tell me a time that you had a sweet dream and you went to bed pissed off. I'll wait. Put it in the chat. Who can tell me a situation where they had a wonderful, sweet dream and they went to bed pissed off? It just doesn't work like that. Exactly, Angelina, never. What up, Ebo? What up, Ebo? I'm dropping some of that unisex game tonight, Ebo. This is for men and women. I'm dropping some of that unisex shit tonight, Ebo. This is for men and women. Don't go to sleep mad, you guys. If for your own edification, if for your own sanctity, if for your own peace, if you want to have a good solid night's sleep with good dreams, you know, where you fucking flying in the air, you rescuing some shit, you driving fast cars, you on vacation, you know, them good dreams. Them good dreams. Don't go to bed pissed the fuck off. Just don't do it, man. And gentlemen, I'm putting this one on your shoulders since you the head of household, right? You make sure that you initiate that. Y'all not going to bed mad. It's incumbent upon you as the leader to say, baby, listen to me. Come here. What we not going to do is go to bed upset at each other. That's what we not going to do. I know you don't want to finish talking about this right now, and I know you want to get some sleep. But you're not going to go to sleep pissed at me. Not in this bed that I'm in. No, we're not doing that. We're not going to have our backs turned to each other. We're not going to have our backs turned to each other. Y'all play footsie all the time. Y'all always play footsie. You get in the bed and your rough crocodile skin raptor claw toenails is always scratching up her feet, and she love every second of it. She love every bit of your scaly ass dry feet rubbing against her soft ones. Y'all play footsie all the fucking time. You always throw your leg on top of his leg, ladies. You always do. You always slapping that thigh over his. Backing your ass up on him. That's when you want to get a little bit. I'm talking about y'all ain't even about to have sex. You just in general, y'all play footsie and you always throwing that leg on top of his. Don't play with me. I know what you do. I know you. I know what you do. You know it. Your feet cold as ice. One of y'all feet be cold as ice. Be like, what are you doing? Y'all be laughing. Y'all do that shit all the time. But tonight you mad. And now y'all not doing that. Now you got your back turned to each other. You looking out the edge of the bed and she looking out the edge of the bed. Y'all typically look at each other. Stanky breath and all. Y'all close to each other. Funky ass breath. Heat. Looking at each other. Leg on top of one playing footsie. That's how y'all normally do it. But tonight y'all looking away from each other. No, don't do that. Gentlemen, it's on you. It's on you to make sure that she don't go to bed mad and you don't go to bed mad and you guys continue the discussion tomorrow. That's how you do that, man. Yes, this is a counseling session for some of y'all. This is an intervention for others. This is a counseling session for some of y'all. This is an intervention for others. Nobody goes to bed goes to bed upset. All right. Now, listen, I'm going to give you guys number 8. I got 12 things that you need to do. 12 things that you need to do to make sure that your relationship lasts a lifetime. Oh, wait. Plondar08 says, because I had to spell that out. Plondar08 says, and no going to the couch or the other room. See, that's the cop out, ain't it, Plondar? For fuck it, I just go sleep in the other room. That's worse than turning your back. Like, just, well, fuck it, I'm gonna just go. Now, if you're going to sleep in the couch or the other room because his ass snore too much like I do, then that's understandable. But if you're going to the couch because you upset and you pissed off, no, baby, where you going? No, we not doing that. Listen, we are one. Being mad at you is like being mad at me, because ain't we, we supposed to be one and all of those type shit. So what the fuck? No, we not gonna go to bed mad at each other. You think I don't love you? I'm mad at you. I am pissed the fuck off at you, but I love you. You get on my fucking nerves, and you're getting on one right now, but I love you. So no, we're not gonna go to bed mad. And you're not gonna sleep in the guest room, and don't go out there on the sofa. You don't even like it out there like that. You can stay right here. Shout out to Plondar08. Number 8, if you want a happy marriage or relationship. Number 8 of the 12 things that you must do, ladies and gentlemen. Let's bring it up. At least once. At least once. At least once. I wish I would have known this like I know it now. At least once per day, compliment your spouse. Oh, at least once per day, compliment your spouse. I'm really talking to the women on this one. A little, you look good in that. Oh, you nailed that dress, baby. Oh, a woman telling her man, you look hot. You know how far that goes? Most men don't even know how to respond to that. We like, we feel it's uncomfortable when a woman is constantly complimenting a man. We're like, we don't know what to do, but we be fucking feeling ourselves when our women do it. Ladies, that's fuel. It's fuel. It keeps your man glowing. It keeps your man connected. Angelina says, I feel like so many women say they get tired of the same compliments. I'm like, not me. No, they don't. They say that, women say that to women. That man can say the same compliment every day, and she'll love to hear it every time. Let me know a woman that, God damn, girl, I love how your hair is. I love how them hips are. I love that ass. Them titties look good. Girl, your skin. Whatever it is that's really popping on her, because women have different things that pop on your eyes. Whatever it is, he can say it every day. She will never get tired of it. Angelina, the women say that to women. If you were a fly on the wall in her house, you'd be able to call Cap. You'd be like, you know what? I don't want to hear that. Cap. That's Cap.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now.
Stop the cap. At least once per day, compliment your spouse. I'm really speaking to the ladies on this one. Once a day is just the minimum, ladies and gentlemen. You get bonus points for more. Ladies, when you compliment a man, your man particularly, you are empowering the things that you need in your relationship. You are setting yourself up for a win in the future. You don't even realize it. Ladies, when you compliment your man, you are setting yourself up for a win in the future, and you don't even fucking realize it. Men, it's awkward. It's an awkward feeling to have women compliment us like that. It's like, but it's a good awkward. It's the awkward that it's like, yo, okay. And if he hears it enough, nobody could tell him otherwise because it comes from you. It comes from you. It doesn't matter if somebody else has an opposing view to what you said. Fuck what they talk about. My woman said this. Ladies, this one I'm heavy on you. Gentlemen, you too. Compliment your girl once a day minimum. That means she needs to hear at least, gentlemen, 365 compliments every calendar year. If you want your relationship to last, gentlemen, you need to compliment your woman in something. Damn, baby, you look good. Oh, I appreciate what you did. Damn, this food is tasty. You need to compliment your woman at least once a day. That means you need to compliment your woman at minimum 365 times in one calendar year. Ladies, you better goddamn do the same because you're the ones that's coming up short on this. That's the women that's coming up short on this. Ladies, why won't you compliment your man? Why won't you? You feel weird? You feel odd? You think, you think because he's masculine, he don't want to hear that? You know how many compliment him on his masculinity. I'm not telling you what to compliment him on. That's for you to determine. But you got to fucking do it. You got to do it. He feel weird, so what? Trust me, it's a weird that he wants to hear again tomorrow. It keeps your man, it keeps him lit up. It keeps him lit up. Ladies, number 9 is for you too. Let's move on. Number 9. I could talk, man. God damn. If you want a happy marriage or a happy relationship, here's number 9. The 9th thing that you must do. Listen, if you guys are able to do all these things that I'm telling you, you will not divorce. I could tell you that. If you do all the things that I'm talking about on this list tonight, you will not. This is the cheat code. I am giving you the fucking cheat code to staying married. You will not divorce if you do all of this and they do all of this. You both have to do all of these. Now, you might do them all and they don't. Then you can rest assured that it wasn't your fault. But if y'all both do all of these things, write them down, ladies and gentlemen. It's on the screen on YouTube. Write them on a piece of paper. Turn it into an Excel format and a checklist and put it on your refrigerator. I don't care. Number 9. If you want a long-lasting relationship, when you've done something wrong, admit it and ask for forgiveness. Uh-oh.
Hoo-ah!
Uh-oh. This one is where everybody's going to fail. This is where everybody's going to fail. Women, you guys are going to damn sure fail at this one. But I'm just telling you how to keep your marriage if you really want it. When you fucked up, admit it and apologize. The admitted part is where most women are going to fall flat. When you've done wrong, admit it and ask for forgiveness. The ask for forgiveness part is the next level. That's the senior course. The junior or the sophomore course is admitting it. The sophomore is admitting it. Senior level accountability is asking for forgiveness. When you fucked up, you need to own your mess. I screwed up. I'm sorry. Said no woman ever. I'm just playing. There's women out there that's done this, but they're happily married. We don't hear from them. We don't hear from the happily married people. I don't know why they don't speak up more often. I don't know why they don't speak up more often. Own your mess. No excuses. No dodging. Asking for forgiveness, ladies, let me tell you something. Let me go to the senior level shit, because first I really got to get through to you guys on some on just owning up to the fucking mistake. But you know, asking for forgiveness, you know, that's not groveling. I know it may feel that way. You may think that you're groveling or that you're coming, you know, you're almost begging and shit. That's not, you know, that's not what you're doing when you ask for forgiveness. You know, it's actually strength. It's actually a powerful position. Shout out to Ebo for the $10 super chat. Hood. Everybody throw your ones up in the air for Ebo with the super chat. Sending that incoming support. He said, I worked for 16 hours on Tuesday. I'm going to put this up on the screen. I worked 16 hours on Tuesday, got home, slept for 4 hours, got up to start over. And before I left, my wife gave me praise and compliments. I did another 14 hours with ease. Compliments are fuel to our souls. Shout out to my man, Ebo Silsa. He put that in the super chat, ladies and gentlemen. TikTok, let me read that again. Nice and slow from my man Ebo Sosa over at TikTok. I mean, at YouTube. At YouTube, he gave me a $10 super chat just now. We're talking about complimenting. He gave me a $10 super chat. And guess what he said in his super chat? I worked a 16-hour work day on Tuesday of this week, a couple days ago. Ebo says, I got home after his 16-hour work day. He only slept for 4 hours after working 16 straight. He got up to start all over again. And before he left to go work again, his wife gave him praise and compliments for what he had just done and what he's continuing to do for their family. Ebo said he did another fucking 14 hours with ease. The compliment that his wife gave him fueled him to knock out the next 14 hours. That's 28 hours within 16. He did 16, 20, 16, slept for 4, 20. Give him another hour to get to work. That's 21. Then did another 14 hours. That's 30 within 48 hours, under 48 hours. With under 48 hours, ladies and gentlemen, he worked 30 of them. He did 16 one shift, 14 the next. He worked 30 hours in roughly 36 hours. His last leg, the last 14 hours, he did with ease because his wife complimented him on his work. Come on, man. Don't play with me. Don't tell me what you women are powerful. You guys like you're nurturing your softness, the shit, your femininity, your support that you give, that you can give, that you potentially can give to your man will give us energy that you don't understand. It comes from the heavens. It comes from the ethos. It's out of the, it gives us power to do shit. Some of you ladies don't even use the power you have, even when you know you have it, which is crazy to me. Because your old auntie who's single and all alone then told you don't do it. You listening to her. Shout out to Ebo's wife. I don't know her. I never met her. I've never met Ebo in person, I don't think, unless he's come to one of the conclaves. I'm bad, but if I don't see people every 4 months, I forget them. But shout out to his wife. Shout out to his, she knew what she needed to give her husband to knock out that last 14 hours of work. She knew. She needs to give a class. Now, we're on number 9. When you're wrong, you need to admit it. Ladies, I'm talking to you specifically. Men too, but men typically own up. They say men don't take accountability. Where? That's all we've been doing since boyhood. Ladies, when you wrong, you were told you were given princess treatment. No, this is to you. When you are wrong, admit it and ask for forgiveness. The asking for forgiveness is the next level shit. But when you ask for forgiveness, it clears the air, ladies. Do you know happiness just rolls back into the relationship when you say, baby, I'm sorry, and do you forgive me? And I won't do it again. I'll be sure to do my best to not do that again. Ladies, do you know how powerful it is to acknowledge that you're wrong before we tell you that you are? Did you hear me? I said, do you know how powerful it is for you to acknowledge that you're wrong before we get a chance to tell you that you're wrong?
Hoo-ah!
If you are in a relationship with somebody and you anticipate staying together for the rest of your natural lives until one of you guys pass away, one of y'all gonna die first. If you want to stay together until one of y'all die first, one of the things that you need to do in order to make it that far is that when you fuck up, you acknowledge it and then you ask for forgiveness. It's just that simple. Wrong is wrong. It's another, I'm a film producer, so I reference movies. There's a movie called K-Pax with Kevin Spacey, one of the best movies in the world. Every movie I bring up, I'm gonna tell you, it's one of the best movies. In that movie, there's a scene that Prote, that's the name of the character that Kevin Spacey plays, and Prote speaks to the doctor. I forget the actor's name, and the doctor says, and Prote is from another planet. You got to watch K-Pax to understand what I'm talking about. K-PAX. That's the name of the movie. Go watch it. If you could just go, I don't know if it's on fucking Netflix right now. I don't know if it's on Apple Movies. I don't know if it's on Hulu, whatever. The name of the movie is called K-Pax. The letter K dash P-A-X. Pax. K-Pax. Dope movie. Anyways, and when I give you guys movie references, it's for what you learn in the movie, not for the entertainment. Anyways, in the movie, Prote is from another planet. He's come to America. To Earth to do some research or some shit. And he's in this crazy home, and he talks to the doctor, and the doctor says, on your planet, the structure, and Prote tells him, he said, on our planet, there's no lawyers. There's no need for lawyers. There's no courts. We don't go to court, nothing. And then the doctor looks at him. He said, there's no lawyers. There's no judges. He says, no, we don't need them on my planet. And then the doctor says to Prote, well, then how do you guys know the difference between right and wrong? He says, if you don't have lawyers and courts and judges and things of that nature on your planet, then how do the people from your planet know the difference between right and wrong? Kevin Spacey, who plays the character Prote, looks at the doctor and says, Doctor, every living being in the universe knows the difference between right and wrong. Now, again, I don't paraphrase these. I don't deliver these lines the way the movies do. I paraphrase the best I can. But let me tell you something, man. That particular scene was cold-blooded. And the way Kevin Spacey delivered it to him, Kevin Spacey's cold. Academy Award winner. Fucking crazy actor. Crazy good. He says every living being in the universe knows the difference between right and wrong. Obviously, he's talking about sentient beings, like people that know that they're there, like you. All of you guys know the difference between right and wrong. Everybody listening to me knows the difference between right and wrong. Now, whether you want to admit it or not is a different thing. And that's where we get into this number 9. When you've done wrong, admit it and ask for forgiveness. Most people know when they're doing wrong. They just don't want to be caught. They just don't want nobody else to know that they're doing wrong. When you steal some shit, you know you stealing. When you lie, you know you lying. You just don't want to get caught. When you fuck up, you know you fucking up. I used to tell my PAs when I would hire them on my film sets, I say, listen, if you break something or you tear something up or you make a mistake, don't try to fix it. Come tell me. Let me tell you what's going to happen. If you break something on set, on my film set, on my movie set, if you break something and you try to fix it, I'm going to fire you. If you break something and you come tell me, I'll fix it for you. That's what I used to tell all my employees. If you break something and you try to fix it, I'm going to fire you. If you break something and you tell me, you're good. You knew you was wrong when you broke it. Don't try to fix it. Don't try to clean up. Don't sweep the fucking mess up under no rugs around here. Ladies, you know when you do wrong. You do. You just don't want to be told that you were doing wrong. You just don't want to get caught. But there's power in recognizing when you fuck up, and it's a superpower to ask for forgiveness. So if you want to be in a long-lasting, lifelong relationship with somebody, and this goes to men who don't take accountability, because there's a couple of y'all out there too. It's way more women, in my personal opinion, and I'm typically never wrong. But if you use this power that all of us have to acknowledge when we fuck up and then apologize to the people that we fucked up to, you'll be good with those people. I promise you. I promise you. Ebo says, damn, I've said that for years. I didn't know that was in the movie. Merely being social, aggregated understanding of what right and wrong. Exactly, man. Every living being knows the difference between right and wrong. We all do. We all know what's right and wrong. Number 10, if you want a long-lasting relationship, you know what you need to do? You need to kiss. Kiss. Yep. You need to kiss. Simple, right? Lips on lips. Easy shit, but simple, powerful. Morning, noon, night, middle of the day, middle of the fight. Kiss her, brother. Brother, this is for you. I'm talking to the men. Women too, because you need to accept these kisses. But men, you need to kiss. It's a reset button. Did you know that? I'm a big dude. I'm 6'2". Today I'm 230 pounds. You know, I was supposed to be 229. 2 days ago, I was 229 pounds. I starved myself yesterday. And I fucking weighed myself yesterday. I mean, 3 days ago, I was 229 pounds. I starved myself that day. The next day, I woke up 231. I was pissed. Like, how did I gain 2 pounds? What the fuck? And I ate some popcorn, some bullshit. Nevertheless, I starved myself again. This morning, I woke up 230.0. I go by the ounces because shit, every ounce matters. I woke up at 230. My goal is to get 210. So as big as you guys see me now, I'm going to be a little frail dude, but I'm going to be ripped. I'm going to have a ripped warrior body. So I need to shed 20 pounds. It's all in my gut. You can't see it, and I hide it really well. But let me tell you something. I'm a big dude, strong dude, 6'2", 230 pounds. I go to the gym 4 days a week, and I do home workouts on Saturday and Sunday. I like to be rough with women. My woman, I like to be rough with her, grab her ass. Come here, girl, snatch her. Come here. When I kiss her, I like to grab her neck. That's just me. She loves it. You know, grab her by the neck, kiss her. You mine. That's what I do. Some women like that. Some women don't. I like the women that like that. Let me tell you something, man. Gentlemen, when you kiss your woman, you reset her. That's like Control-Alt-Delete for a woman. That's a Control-Alt-Delete for a woman, man. Don't skimp. It's glue for the soul, baby. When you kiss, it's glue. Straight on her lips to get to her soul. Gentlemen, lips on lips kisses is a reset button for your woman. You should kiss her often. Reset her ass all day long. You know how much resonant memory and RAM memory will be ready for you? She will listen to you. She will act upon your wishes. She'll do shit that you need her to do. All you got to do is kiss her, bruh. Kiss that woman, man. Kiss her. You ain't got to grab her by the neck like I do, look her in the eyes and kiss her. You ain't got to do it like I do. But a passionate kiss, a solid kiss, and you do it morning, noon, and night. Come on, man. You kissing your woman morning, noon, and night? It's a reset button. It's the Control Alt Delete button for your girl. So if you want to be with your woman for a long time, kiss her and keep her memory clear. Reset her. Restart her computer every time you smash your lips against hers. You'll win. Number 11. This is for both men and women. This one is important. We got 2 left, you guys, and I'm going to let you go. We got 2 left, and I'm going to let you go. Number 11, if you want a happy marriage. If you want a happy marriage. Never be angry at the same time. Now listen to me. Never be angry at the same time. 2 volcanoes erupting is a disaster. Now, I want you to be clear. Listen to what I'm saying. I had to add the at the same time part. Never be angry at the same time. I'm not saying you can't be angry, brother. But you're not angry when she is. You get it? I'm not saying you can't be pissed off at something. Don't be pissed off when she is. Ladies, I'm not saying you can't be upset and angry. I'm not saying you can't be upset and angry. I'm saying don't be upset and angry at the same time as your man upset and angry. If she's hot about something, you cool, gentlemen. Take turns. If he's mad about something today, ladies, you be cool. One calm head steers the ship steady. 2 pissed off people, you guys are smashing into an iceberg. Tag team that anger, man. Take turns. But don't let that anger double team you two. Your man is at home going off. Have you? Okay, let me. Movie time. I need to make something called movie time. Movie time. Boys in the Hood. Come on, you guys. Y'all already know. I think I don't even have to say anything else. Boys in the Hood. Boys in the Hood. Trey. Boys in the Hood. Who knows what I'm talking about right now? Cuba Gooding Jr. Nia Long. Cuba Gooding, does he go by Cuba or Cuba? Cuba Gooding Jr., Nia Long. Never be angry at the same time. He can be pissed the fuck off. She better be cool, calm, and collected. She could be pissed the fuck off. He needs to be cool, calm, and collected. I would prefer he never get pissed. And the only person that gets upset and emotional is her. But I get it. Sometimes men get mad and they're around their woman. Make sure you're not mad around your woman when she mad. Think of the movie Boys in the Hood in the scene with Cuba Gooding Jr. and Nia Long. When he was playing the character Trey, he got out the car, right? The police, no, he didn't get out the car. This is the scene when the police put that gun in his face. When LAPD had put that gun in his face, he was like, you nigga. It was that black cop. You little nigga. He did that. Could have killed him. There was no body cams back then. There was no iPhones. In my era of growing up in Los Angeles, we didn't have no body cams and iPhones to record the shit. It was your word versus the cops. And you prayed there was a witness or somebody across the street with a VHS recorder recording with a big ass handy cam, like what happened with Rodney King. Because them shits didn't happen often. That was a lucky situation. That's why the riots happened, because it was happening so often, but it was always the police word against the people. In the movie Boys in the Hood, when he got home with that blood on him and he starts swinging in the air, he was pissed, swinging in the air. Y'all know the scene. Go look it up. Go rewatch the movie or go look up the scene on YouTube. Cuba Gooding Jr. and Nia Long and Boys in the Hood. And he was just mad. But his woman was cool, calm, and collected. And she, and her essence, and her femininity, and her calmness, calmed his storm. Can you imagine if she was pissed off too? I want everybody that knows the scene I'm talking about to rewrite the movie in your head and make her mad too. What happens then? When I'm mad, man, I want my woman to be the one who brings me softness. I want her to cool me off. If I'm steaming hot, steaming pissed, I want my woman to be that cool breeze that cools me down. What the fuck is gonna happen if I'm pissed and she's pissed? What if I'm pissed at her? This is where it gets tough. What if I'm mad at her? If I'm mad at her and she mad, we ain't nothing getting solved. We don't nothing happen. Don't nothing get fixed. That if she mad and I'm mad, ain't nothing. It's not gonna work out for us. I'm thinking of an argument I had. If shit starts getting thrown around and motherfuckers start getting called names and doors start getting slammed, everybody mad, then it's a sad story. Never be angry at the same time. One of you guys got to drive the ship. Gentlemen, I hope it's you. One of you guys have to steer that ship. Gentlemen, I hope it's you. One of you guys have to be calm if the other one is pissed. Okay? And I'm glad you guys have been rocking with me all this time. I've been up here for more than 2 hours just talking. I'm going to give you the 12th item. If you want a happy marriage, that's what we're talking about. If you're over at YouTube, you see them all on the screen. I talked about each one in depth. I am getting ready to give you the 12th cheat code to having a long, happy marriage or relationship with somebody. These things I'm giving you guys are not for those that just want to fuck around with people and then leave them. This is only for people who are interested in a lifelong relationship. The number 12 thing that you must do in case you happen to want to be in a relationship forever. You need to be your spouse's biggest fan. I don't know why this is so hard for people to fucking understand today. Do you know how many people are in a relationship? They are both on social media and they won't even like each other's posts. Do you know how many people are in a relationship and one of them gets a promotion and the other one won't even celebrate as if they got it? You're welcome, Angelina. I appreciate you. Cheer her loudest, fellas. Her win is yours. She lands a deal. She cooks a banging ass dinner whatever the fuck it is, you need to hype your woman up damn near as much as she is hyping herself up. And if she ain't hyping herself up, you need to pass her by. You need to be her Flavor Flav. A fan doesn't nitpick, ladies. They celebrate. When your man wins, you win. Did you realize that? You know that? When your man wins, you win. I know too many people who are in relationships with people where their spouse ain't the fucking biggest fan. That is crazy to me. I know people who have written books and their spouse don't shout out. I know people who post and their spouse won't repost some shit that their spouse put up. Y'all won't even reshare on your story on Instagram some shit that your husband did or said or is doing. What is that about? Let me tell you something though. That's going to be a short-lived relationship. It's not going to last long. Are you trying to keep your options open? You don't want people to know that you don't have a picture of them on your page? You private. There's a difference between a private relationship and a secret relationship. You on that secret shit. Ain't nobody talking about invasion of privacy. Nobody's talking about a private relationship. Some of y'all try to keep the shit a whole goddamn secret. You need to be her loudest advocate, fellas, when she wins, when she does something good. Ladies, you need to be his biggest cheerleader. When he wins, you win. When he comes up, you come up. I don't see how he does something that you aren't advocating and promoting and speaking as if you did it. That just doesn't compute to me, but it happens all the time. Exactly, Chaos. Exactly. I don't understand how you are not your spouse's biggest fan. If you are in a relationship of any kind, whether it's marriage or not, if you are in an intimate relationship with somebody, you should be their number one. Number one. Not number 1.5, not number 2. Their parents shouldn't be more excited than you. If his mama celebrates him more than you, you are a fucked up girlfriend or wife. If his mom, ladies, celebrates his wins more than you, you are a fucked up girlfriend and wife. Let me be the one to tell you right now. If you haven't heard it from him, I'm going to tell you, because he ain't going to tell you. I'm going to tell you. If his mom celebrates his win, his promotion, his whatever the fuck, his come up more than you, you are a shitty ass girlfriend or wife. Gentlemen, if her dad, because I hope that you are in a relationship with a woman who loves her father. If her dad is cheering her on more than you are, bruh. If her brother, her grandfather, her uncle, if her people, her mama, her aunt, her sister, if anybody else is loving and supporting and basically fucking celebrating her wins bigger than you, bruh, talk to me. What's going on, man? You mad? You jealous of your, what's going on? But you think that her win ain't yours? What's going on? Talk to your boy. I'm here. You want to talk to me publicly? You can always hit me up privately. Go to shannonrawls.com/meet so we can meet, because I like to talk to you. Go to shannonrawls.com/meet, MEET, so we can talk. Because what are you doing if you're not celebrating your woman more than anybody else in the world? You need to be your spouse's biggest fan, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to make your relationship last. Those are the 12 things that you must do if you want a long-lasting relationship. You want a happy marriage? Do those 12 things and you'll be good. Trust me when I tell you. Now, I wrote down some extra stuff, but I'm not going to give it to you. I wrote down 4 things that you can do if you want to handle an argument better. But I'm not going to give it to y'all. Y'all got to put a 1 in the chat. If you put a 1, if I hear some people, if y'all are here, because I don't know who's here. I be thinking bots be listening to me. I know my man MR is here. I know Plond is here. The Lioness of Videography is here. So I know some of my friends at YouTube is here. But y'all got to put a 1 in the chat, and I'll look and see. If y'all put a 1 in the chat, I'll give you guys some bonuses on how to handle arguments. I wrote an app that I put in the App Store. It's not in the App Store anymore, but 10 years ago, I wrote an app. It was called Fightometer. I own the name Fightometer, like speedometer, like in your car, you got the speedometer. In the car, you have a tachometer. You know, when you rev the engine, vroom, 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 vroom. That's called the tachometer, or some people call it a tach. In the car, when you want to know how fast you're going, that's called the speedometer. I wrote an app. I wrote the code, and I distributed and sold and made some money on an app called Fightometer. And I did this after my first divorce. I got divorced in 2008. My first divorce was in 2008. The iPhone was released in 2007. iPhone 1 came out in July 2007. I was divorced in 2008. In 2009, while I was a film producer, I was still a nerd. I still wrote code. I wrote, and then Apple opened up what was called the App Store. The App Store was kind of new because I've had every iPhone. I still got my original iPhone 1. I still have it. People want to buy it for $1,000. I don't want to sell it. Anyways, when they opened up the App Store and started letting people write apps, I wrote an app called Fightometer. And this is on the heels of my first divorce, because I was like, yo, I had no help. I went to therapy that didn't work. Like I did all of that shit that didn't work. And I wrote this app to help people work out their relationships. And I wrote this app in the year 2009. I wrote my first app in 2009. Can you imagine that? Where were you guys at in 2009? Where were you 16 years ago? I wrote my first app 16 years ago. And the name of the app was Fightometer, just like speedometer or tachometer. It was called Fightometer. And it was helping people get through arguments and what they should do. Something that I wish, it was an app that I wish I had when I divorced. Didn't have it. So since you guys put a 1 in the chat over here at YouTube, and I got a 1 in the chat from Angelina over here at TikTok, I'm gonna give you guys some tips that I've gathered on arguments, because some people don't know how to argue or don't know how to get out of arguing. And so it's just something. Now it's going to be tough to kind of do this, because once you get into an argument, it's typically all the fucking common sense flies out of your head and you won't think of these things. But if you write them down, this might help you. So when the heat is on and you guys are in the heat of an argument, these are 4 bonus things that can help keep you from blowing up. You can help keep you from blowing up. These might save the day when the temperature flares. When it gets hot in the kitchen. When it gets hot in the bedroom. When it gets hot in the car. When y'all mad at each other. When the tempers are rising and somebody going off. Think of these things. Number 1. And I know this might sound weird. This is number 1. If you guys get into an argument, I don't want you to get into an argument. If you do the first 12 things that we talked about tonight, you won't get this far. But if you happen to get this far, this is what you do. This is what people with wisdom should do. Number 1, look away to discuss. It's not disrespectful way. I'm not saying look at them and be like, you know what? Look away. Because eye contact is great when you're talking to somebody until it becomes a death stare. When you're looking at somebody like this, when you're talking to somebody and you arguing, look at me, Angelina. Okay, go ahead. Say what you got to say. Go, Angelina. Angie. Go, Angie. I'm here. I hear you. I'm listening to you. Go. Right. Pass. Exactly. When it gets tense, look away, you guys. Because bad faces, it can tank the talk. It'll sink that ship real quick. You'll hear each other better without the glare and the stare. What you say, Angie? Go ahead. I'm listening. You hear each other better. Do you know that? Psychologically, you hear each other better when you're not staring at each other and paying attention to facial expressions that may set you off. That's a tip, number one. When you in the heat of the argument, I'm not saying disrespectfully, look, but just say, hey, you know what? And sometimes they may tell you, no, look at me. Look at me when I'm talking to you. Be like, listen, I want to hear you. I want to listen to understand, not to respond. So I want to hear you, baby. Let me absorb what you're saying. So give it to me again. I want to get you right. You don't have to look at them eye to eye because that may set somebody off. Number two, and this one's going to be tough. I think this is going to be tough for most women, but this is important. This is something I've learned over the years. Number two, if you've made it to an argument, always allow to leave. Chaos, we got to let them leave if they want to leave, man. I know. No, fuck that. We going to talk about this right now. Nah. Come back. No. Fuck it. No. Give me the car keys. Give me the keys. No, you ain't going nowhere. No. We gonna finish this discussion right now. No, we got to stop doing that, man. They're not moving to Mexico, people. They're not going to fucking Budapest. They just need to go clear their minds. And you probably use some mind clearing yourself. If she needs to bounce mid-fight, let her go. A breather is not an abandonment, Lioness of Videography. That's Lioness of Videography is a supporter over here at YouTube watching the show. When you take a breather, it's not abandonment, you guys. It's de-escalation. It's a de-escalation tactic. Let them leave if they need to leave. Forcing your man to stay in the house by standing in the fucking doorway, ladies. It just lights the fuse. But all it does is just make the fuse a little longer. It's still going to blow up. Do you realize, ladies, that space can save the peace? Do you realize that space can save the peace? Let him go wherever he needs to go. He's not moving to Guadalajara, ladies. He's not going to Egypt tonight. Let him leave. I know you want to take the car keys. You don't want him to go. Fellas, I know you want to have this discussion right now. Fuck that. You gonna hear me. I get it. I'm giving you game. I'm giving you wisdom, battle-tested game. Let them go. It's good for you and them. Number 3. This is going to be hard. Oh, God. This is part of the reason why I wrote the app, and this is one of the features I had in the app a long time ago. Right, lady, the lioness of videography said, "Let me go to take a nap." Number 3, take notes. Where's my note? I got a notepad over there. No interruptions. Ooh, how is that gonna happen, Shannon? What the fuck? I'm arguing. You want me to take notes, nigga? You want me to take notes and don't interrupt? Listen, grab a pen, jot his points down, ladies. Ladies, really, come on, ladies. Now, shit, I know you just can't wait to fucking say something. Jot his points down. Shut up until he's done. You know the name of this podcast, High Value Shannon? You know my original name was Shut Up and Listen. It was actually Shut the Fuck Up and Listen. Gentlemen, don't cut her off, even if you're itching to. Your turn comes after, and you'll have those points to talk about if you write them down. You'll have those points to discuss if you write them down. Hold on, you guys. This iPhone about to die. I got to put it on the charger. There we go. Gentlemen, you'll get your turn to speak, man. And the part is, I know you want to interrupt because I got to say it right now because I got to correct you. No. I got to say, why are you interrupting? Because no, I can't let you continue saying that because you saying some bullshit. I just can't let you say that right now. I got to interrupt you. I don't want to, but I got to interrupt you because you saying some Yes, you can. You can shut the fuck up and listen even when they're wrong. Yes, you can. I know it's hard. You know what you do? You write the shit down so you can circle back. You want clarity? Let them finish, man. You got a whole pen in your hand. Hold on. Got my yellow pad. My fountain pen. Okay, wait. Okay, go. Let me write that shit down so I could correct you on that one. Or I could say what's necessary. Or I can give you the receipts on this one. Oh yeah, let me explain to you where I was yesterday and why I was there. Okay, and then you were saying I did what? So you writing these points down, man. So you can have clarity when you discuss them. But you just want to interrupt because you can't let them finish. You just gotta say something right now. Like right now, they in mid-thought. You realize that you're derailing that train and you getting ready to start a whole new point that is not even, y'all arguing on some shit that y'all not even, you done forgot why you started arguing. Y'all done moved on to so many different points. You done forgot the original premise of the argument because you guys are interrupting each other over and over fucking again. But if you write this shit down, you'll stay on track. You don't have to interrupt. Take notes. No interruptions, gentlemen. Take notes. Power is in the pen. Power. Angelina said, I was called weird when I tried doing this. You were weird. You know why? Because most people don't do those. You know why you were called weird when you tried doing this, Angelina? Because you were smart. And most people are not used to smart people like you. Most people are not used to intelligent moves like that. Most people are used to nigga shit, Angelina. That's just the reality of it. He said fountain pen. Yeah, all I got is fountain pens. I don't use ballpoint pens. All my pens are fountain. I got this one. I got more at the office. I only write when I you know where I got that from? Like a good Mont Blanc fountain pen, you guys. A good Mont Blanc. They're expensive, but a good Mont Blanc fountain pen. I was taught years ago, MR. If you write big checks, don't do it with a cheap pen. When you get to the point that you want to write big checks, don't write big checks with cheap pens. This is something I learned in the film industry here in Hollywood, in LA. And when I started writing big checks, I wanted them motherfuckers to come with a fountain pen. So I only use fountain pens. I don't use ballpoint, like big and shit like that, like the little cheap ballpoint pens. I have some around the office and for other people to use for quick. But my pens at my desk, on my desks, fountain pens. You write big checks. You write big checks. Use a good pen. I forgot who told me that. Damn, I think it was this Jewish producer that, anyways, I don't remember. I don't want to guess. But yeah, man. So for 20 years, brother, I've been 25 years or so. I've been writing. I only use fountain pens. And they're the best kind of pen. And you don't have to have a Mont Blanc. They got cheaper pens. You can get fountain pens on Amazon. You just got to get you one. And you don't lose. Oh, by the way, MR, you don't lose fountain pens for whatever reason. A regular cheap pen, you lose those come and go. Oh man, where's my pen? Fuck. Okay, it's gone. Guess what you won't lose ever is a fountain pen. Somebody needs to write something, you'll give it, and you'll stand there waiting for your pen back. You'll be like, you got a pen? Yeah, I got one. Here you go. And then they'll be using it, and you'll be standing there waiting for your shit back. And then they'll give it back. Another thing is a fountain pen left on a desk is something that nobody else is going to pick up. They'll be like, yeah, I'm not going to walk off with this. They'll put that motherfucker right back. Or they'll use it right at your desk, and then they'll put that bitch right back where they got it from. Fountain pens don't walk off. We don't lose these. So you guys want to gym? We talk about this stuff in the Army. I hope everybody's part of the SR Army. It's so many little things. You know, remember, success is in the details. So I talk about this kind of stuff in the Army. That's why I want people to join the SR Army. It's free. So just join. It doesn't make any sense why y'all not in it if you're not. But yeah, fountain pens. Listen, when you're arguing with somebody, grab a pen and paper, take notes, don't interrupt. I know you want to interrupt. I know you want to get your word in. I know they're saying some shit that's not true, and you got to just stop them right there. I get it. You got to just stop them right there. I can't let you go because no, that's some bullshit. No, yes, you can let them go. Let them continue to say bullshit. You took the notes. You jotted it down. It's okay. You're going to circle back and correct them if necessary. It's just that simple. All right. No more interruptions, ladies and gentlemen. Let them finish, but you jotted those points down. And here's the last one. This is another cheat code for if you get into an argument. This is something that you have to prepare and set up before you argue. This requires setup during peacetime. The fourth thing that you need to do to help work on arguing or to mitigate your arguments, to lower the tension, to make them not even happen to a degree. Number 4 is use safe words. I know some of you guys have tried this, but it's important that you use it or have them in case of emergency. I will, in addition to the Fightometer app that I created, I was going to create a product that was going to be available, and I may still make this, but it was for adults, and it was called "In Case of an Argument, Break Glass." You know how you remember in high school, it was in case of emergency, break glass, and inside it'd be a fire extinguisher. I was gonna create this product, and I don't really think anybody else has, and if they have, it's not big, it's not mainstream, but I was gonna create this product. So maybe you guys hear it first, and maybe somebody steal my idea. I don't know, but I'll tell you guys. It was called "In Case of Argument, Break Glass." And so what had happened was, if you at home and then you had this thing, this device or this whatever I set up, in case of argument, break glass. It's like somebody's yelling, no, fuck that. Okay, then you go to the kitchen and you crack the glass or you crack open the item, and then it would be a package of like bandana. It was gonna be like a mouth muzzle. It was gonna be a notepad and pen. It was gonna be a list of safe words and flags. So like like a flag that you could just, like a flag on a play, like a white flag, you could raise the flag and be like, you're talking too long. Or you're going 5 fucking minutes and you brought up 17 points and you want me to discuss each one of these motherfuckers? You done brought up 17 goddamn points. You've been speaking for so long. Another thing I had built into my app was a timer. So if you were in a fight, you would start the timer and somebody would have to stop at the end of the timer. You can't argue with somebody and you talking for 10 fucking minutes straight. It's just unfair and it's unrealistic. So the whole, in case of argument, break glass, not in case of emergency, but in case of argument, break glass, it was going to have all these little things that you can use to help actually get through an argument so you guys can understand where each other is coming from. The number 4 thing that I got for you guys is, in case of argument, use safe words. But you got to set these safe words up early. Words like pineapple. You know, don't use words like timeout. Who the fuck, you know, that sounds almost incendiary. You know, Shaba, like Shaba Ranks. Shaba, like out of the blue, you just say the word pineapple. Pineapple? What? Oh, pineapple means it's too much. Pineapple means silence. Everybody's quiet for 60 seconds. Pineapple, the first person that says pineapple gets to speak after the 60-second silence. The first person that says the word pineapple gets to speak after the 60-second pause. Because, you know, these arguments could be tension heavy. It's too much. And you need something to break that shit up. It keeps you sane. Pineapple. But they agreed to it when you guys were happy. And if they care enough, if they have the effort, remember we talked about this, they'll shut the fuck up and give you that 60-second silence during the word pineapple, because they could use it too. It's not a one-way street. The pineapple word is good for the goose and the gander. So when somebody screams pineapple, it's like, you motherfucker. Damn, and then I gotta let you speak after this, but okay. Go. All right. Timer starts now. 60 seconds of silence. 60 seconds of silence. It's like, yep. Beep, beep, beep. Timer goes off. 60 seconds of silence. The person that says pineapple can now speak. When you guys use safe words that you established when everything was good, after a good night of sex, after you guys had a wonderful dinner at that favorite restaurant that you two love to go to, after you guys watched that movie that you couldn't wait to watch, you hit another episode of that great TV show in season 3 that you guys are into. You guys established safe words, because it's inevitable that you're probably going to get into an argument again in the future. You're preparing to make sure that you guys love each other through that argument, that disagreement. You created a safe word, and you stick to the safe word no matter fucking what. It doesn't matter if he thinks he's right. It doesn't matter if she thinks you're wrong. Whoever uses a safe word gets deference. You guys, that is extremely helpful. Hayakai, what up, bruh? It's good to see you here, man.
Hoo-ah!
My man Hayakai in the house. Bless up to you too, sir. Bless up to you too, sir. Hayakai, we got to get that workout in again, man. Let me know if you with it. Let me know if you with it. Right, Plonda. No counting the 60 seconds out loud, yelling the numbers. Complete silence. No, 61. No, you don't go 1, 2, because you can say that with an attitude. 1, 2, 3, 4, fucking 5, 6. Oh my God, 7, 8. No, there ain't no counting the numbers out loud, Plonda. You right. You right. No, it's just, you know what? Here, okay, where's my iPhone? 60 seconds. Let the timer go off. Woosa. Quiet silence. And then after that 60 seconds, you come back and the person that said the safe word gets to speak. You know how powerful that and grateful and graceful that can be? I mean, this is things that kill arguments in their, they stop them in their tracks, dead in its tracks, dead in the tracks. And now you guys are just discussing things. You're not arguing. You're having a discussion. Nobody's yelling. You guys are listening. And you could use those safe words over, and there's no limit to the safe words. There's no such thing as weaponizing a safe word. Well, I guess it could be, but you get the point. Those 4 things, ladies and gentlemen, that you can do, those 4 things will help, man. Listen, look away because facial expressions can set people off. Always allow somebody to leave if they need to. We don't hold nobody hostage. There is no kidnapping in the argument, okay? Take notes when you can. Take notes when you can. And use safe words. You do those 4 things, your arguments won't be arguments. Do you realize that if you use the 4 things that I just said, your arguments, you just killed arguments in your relationship, and now everything is now just a disagreement and a discussion? There's no more arguing. When people say, man, I don't argue, this is how you can be in a relationship with no arguments. You are in a relationship with disagreements, and you are in a relationship with discussions, but you are not in a relationship with arguments. That's how you can mitigate those or eliminate them altogether. I appreciate you guys being here, man. I've been here way too long. How long is this? 2 hours and fucking forever. No, I've been here 3 hours. This is a 3-hour show. God damn. That's the playbook, ladies and gentlemen. That is the 12 rules for happiness. Plus, I gave you a four rule lineup for mitigating your arguments in those rough patches. This stuff is gold, you guys. This stuff is gold. Write it down. And if you're not in an argument, just write them down and prepare them for whoever you meet. These are the kind of things that you discuss early in a relationship. Early, I'm talking first, second. They're like, hey, I just want to make sure that we're clear because I like you. I like how you look. Like, gentlemen, we get with a girl and she's fine and shit. She got that body that we like. We imagine having sex with her and shit. We want to make sure her mind is right. Ladies, you get with a guy, you like how he moves, you like his swag, you like his demeanor. You want to discuss these things early on. It's like, look, this is what I want to, because I've been in the past, I've had relationships in the past that didn't really work out and I didn't implement these wonderful tactics. I was wondering, we might potentially fall in love with each other. I'm just saying, I'm not saying that we are, but I'm just saying we have the potential to fall in love with each other. I'd like to, if I do in fact fall in love with you, know that I can get through an argument with you by doing these 4 things. Would you be willing to do that? If you're not willing, we don't got to do all that shit, then yeah, you might not be the one for me because you're not willing to do what's necessary to make sure we're good. In addition to that, these are the 12 things that I'm going to do to make sure that we're happy in our relationship. Are you willing to do that? Effort, ladies and gentlemen, is the #1 reason for divorce. If 2 people are putting in the effort, there is no divorce. Now you need the guide to make sure you get through it. That's what I just gave you guys over here on YouTube. I appreciate you guys being here. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, join the army. You could join the army at YouTube. You could be a soldier over there, or you could be an officer at srarmy.com. I encourage everybody to go to srarmy.com because right now it's free for life. It's free for life. It's not going to be free for life forever. I'm going to close it and it's going to be paid. But right now, it's free. So get in, and if your name is on the roster, you locked in forever. srarmy.com. If you want to go to Facebook, for the people that's not a member, we do have non-member discussions at Facebook. Just go to shannonrawls.com/bootcamp. It'll take you to the Facebook page. And I just want to let you go get some sleep tonight. Ponder on what I taught you guys. I'm Mr. Shan, the man with the plan, ladies and gentlemen. I've been there and I've done that. I've been there and I've done that. I've been there, ladies and gentlemen. I'm giving you guys wisdom, not knowledge. You guys got all the knowledge. You guys are smart. Not all of you have the wisdom. I've been up the mountain and down and went up again and came down and then spun around that bitch. I know this mountain like the back of my hand. I've been there and done that. And not much surprises me anymore. And you, my friends, are dismissed. Who?
Esa chica quiere selfie, selfie, ella quiere ver. Pa' que el CP se dé cuenta que aquí perdió esa mujer. Lo que quiere es enloquecer, ser la mujer que él quería ver. Esa chica quiere selfie, selfie, que yo parezca en él. Como que ella quiere disfruta la noche, lo anormal. Porque el novio teme que su relación va a terminar. Se da cuenta que no necesita a alguien más. Quiere un selfie para su Instagram. Ella ya no quiere relación, alguien que diga su condición, que solamente le dé traición, para después llegar con un perdón. Quiere hangar y ser de esos babies que goza la vida y lo hacen como esa chica ladies. Quiere selfie, selfie, ella quiere ver, para que el CP se dé cuenta que aquí perdió esa mujer, perdió esa mujer. Lo que quiere es enloquecer, ser la mujer que él quería ver. Esa chica quiere selfie, selfie, que yo parezca en mí, que yo parezca en mí. No tiene sueños, solamente en sus sueños nos ponemos risueños con un norteño y mi flow brasileño. Yo te juro que es bueno, ya me doy el palo, es empate si lo desigualo. Le gusta lo honesto y lo malo, me traje un regalo. Ella ya no quiere relación, alguien que diga su condición, que solamente le dé traición, para después llegar con un perdón. Quiere hangar y ser de esos babies que goza la vida y lo hacen como esa chica ladies. Quiere selfie, selfie, ella quiere ver, ella quiere ver, para que el CP se dé cuenta que aquí perdió esa mujer, perdió esa mujer. Lo que quiere es enloquecer, ser la mujer que él quería ver. Esa chica quiere selfie, selfie, que yo parezca en mí, que yo parezca en mí. Dime todo lo que ella quiere, nada ha sido regalado. Entre más independiente, más quiero estar a su lado. Es de esas nenas, mata, es que más ella está plena la noche entera. Esa chica quiere selfie, selfie, ella quiere ver, ella quiere ver, para que el CP se dé cuenta que aquí perdió esa mujer, perdió esa mujer. Lo que quiere es enloquecer, ser la mujer que él quería ver. Esa chica quiere selfie, selfie, que yo parezca en mí, que yo parezca